With just 3 games left in the regular season, the Southern Utah Thunderbirds return home from a 3-game road trip to host Utah Tech. It's the Red Rock rivalry. Some call it the feud on 15. I've heard a couple other names like the battle for the axe in football. It's Southern Utah hosting Utah Tech tonight in the America First Event Center. I'm Ryan Steinekert here with Preston Ferry on the Kabuto kickoff show. Tip-off show. I've got football in the mind.
I don't know why. In basketball. It's a violation, but it is a thing.
Thunderbirds on a 2-game losing streak and Trailblazers on a 2-game winning streak. They've also won 8 of 9, and they've got themselves in second in the WAC.
Yeah, this is a team that, depending on how everything shakes out with Utah Valley, could end up being the #1 seed going into WAC Vegas. This is a team that's been incredibly hot. This is one of their better years in a long time, and credit to Ethan Potter and the guys down low getting it done for the Trailblazers. They've been amazing.
So the Trailblazers battling for a potential first place spot, a possible maybe is a better word, first place spot in the WAC, and that would be mean a bye in the first round of the WAC tournament. Thunderbirds battling for what today, Preston?
They are at the bottom of the WAC right now. They are tied for last place, and schedule-wise, they really has them at 4th, I believe. So they're fighting to get their 10th win on the season, Ryan. That's what they're really looking for. Seeding is not going to be in their favor. Utah Tech has already 5 more victories than the Thunderbirds do in the WAC conference, so they're not going to be able to make any moves, jump ahead of anybody. They would have had to win out to get a better spot in the playoffs. Not going to happen. So right now you're fine-tuning things, and you got to defend home court. These guys tonight are playing for legacy. The Trailblazers have never won in the America First Event Center, and they will be defending it here tonight.
Today's pregame show brought to you by Kabuto Sushi and Ramen Bar. Stop in before or after the game for fresh sushi, savory ramen, and unbeatable student specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Kabuto, proud to fuel SUU game day. Now, that's only including time that Utah Tech is a Division I program,
yes.
Right? But you're right. In that time, Southern Utah 5-0 at home against Utah Tech, so they want to defend the home court. They also, They could stay at the #5 seed in the WAC, which probably a better spot than 6 or 7, I would imagine. But they've got to win. Tarleton State, Abilene Christian, also with 5 wins to 11 losses in the WAC season. So Southern Utah with a win today would put themselves at least ahead of those 2 teams. Abilene Christian already lost today. Tarleton State plays tonight at California Baptist. But Southern Utah, and the other thing that I would add is they're thinking about or trying to just get into where they're playing their best basketball as they get to the end of the season, and WAC Vegas is starting on March 11th, just 2 weeks away.
Yeah, this is a team that plays very good at home. They have set some records this season at home, blocked shots, made threes. They like to put on a show for the fans. I'm sure this will probably be the biggest turnout of any game we're 30 minutes away from tip-off. Fans are starting to get in here. Student sections from both sides in here, getting things ready to rock and roll. It's going to be an electric game, without a doubt, with some fireworks. There's some big-time players, but you're right. That road trip that the Thunderbirds just got off of was crucial for them. They lost both their matchups in Texas, and that was just painful, especially the Abilene Christian one where they had a chance to win it, and it was just 2 games where turnovers plagued them, and they just couldn't find the right pieces. But one bright spot, I'm going to say, Logan Stevens. Watch out for him. He's been playing some crazy minutes, getting very productive. He might be a spark that the Thunderbirds have been looking for.
In his last game, 20 points at Abilene Christian, and he was super efficient. 5 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 3 from three-point range, and got to the free throw line 8 times, made 7 free throws, and that's a career high for Logan, or a season high for Logan Stevens. Do you expect that again? We haven't seen that a lot this season, but he's gone into double figures twice this season. That's one of them.
I think he's going to get a lot more minutes because the Thunderbirds have been playing a rotation of pretty much 8 guys. They've switched up the starters. Kai Burdick's been starting, and he's been playing his best basketball of his time at SUU. And Lorenzo Abelar had been getting a lot of those second guard minutes, and now it's going to Logan Stevens because he's shown that he can be productive. He's getting out there and getting the points you need. Barclay's healthy again. So I think Logan Stevens is going to continue to get a lot more minutes, a lot more reps in game action, with Duval struggling off and on at times. But at home, he's been been great. So, long story short, I think Logan Stevens is going to get in and make a big impact.
You mentioned Kai Burdick has started the last 4 games. His production has gone up with that. He's scoring almost double the points and pulling down almost double the rebounds.
Yeah, they were looking at, it was really Jaden Farrow and Isaiah Cottrell. That's who they wanted to be their big-time rebounders going into this season, and it just so happened that Isaiah Cottrell hasn't had the rebounding numbers that he's probably wanted to or have been used to getting. Jaden Farrell has been really, really productive in rebounding, but it's been Kai. He's really come off the bench strong, and he gets down boards. He's not the score-first guy, but you don't need him to. He blocks shots and he gets rebounds, and that's exactly what you want out of your 7-footer.
So Southern Utah's, again, as Preston mentioned, an 87-83 loss at Abilene Christian. That was a second loss in a row, and SUU has also lost 4 of their last 5. The only win in there over UT Arlington on that first game of the road trip, 78-73. They also lost at Tarleton State, 78-74. Wrapping up this season, you've got Utah Tech tonight, and it's favorable for the men's team, not so for the SU women's team on the road today, where they lost at Utah Tech. Then they'll be at UVU and at California Baptist. But the men get to host UVU next Thursday, host California Baptist, wrap up the season on next Saturday. So if nothing else, you get to be at your home floor, sleep in your own bed, and play on your home court.
And if nothing else, remember this Utah Valley, they're right now the top dog in the WAC. Thunderbirds beat them last time here. It's very doable. And the Thunderbirds play their best ball at home. There's no reason they can't win these last 3 games. They wish they could have got that road trip taken care of. That would have put them in a better position. But you got to take what you get sometimes. You got to roll with the punches, and they're going to get up and keep fighting.
Utah Tech has won 3 in a row in this series, and speaking of 3, with their win last Thursday over Abilene Christian, Utah Tech can finish no lower than 3rd in the WAC, and that's been a surprise and upstart this year. They were picked by the coaches in the preseason to finish 6th, 1 vote ahead of Southern Utah, and the worst they'll finish is 3rd.
Yeah, this is a team that hasn't had a lot of success, and neither team really since becoming WAC rivals here in the Rob Jeter era. Coach Judkins and Coach Jeter. Judkins has 36 victories, Jeter 31, right behind him. WAC wins, Judkins 20, Jeter 14. Wins on opponent courts, Rob Jeter 1, Judkins 0. And they're the Trailblazers' best finish since becoming rivals here recently has been 9th place in the WAC. Thunderbirds' best finish 8th in the WAC. So these teams have not seen a lot of success statistic-wise, but they defend home court well. And right now, you got to give it to the Trailblazers. They're playing their best basketball, and it's due to Ethan Potter.
Ethan Potter is a huge part of that. You're right, for sure. He's number 1 in the WAC in rebounds at almost 8 per game. He scores 16 points, and he leads his team in field goal percentage, rebounds per game, and blocks. And that's saying a lot because they've got 3 or 4 other guys who all score in double digits as well.
Leads the WAC in shooting percentage as well. He doesn't miss down low. He doesn't take a lot of jump shots, so the number's a little skewed. It's like seeing Rudy Gobert's percentages at like 80, 90 every single season. But, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss when you're just throwing down dunks. But he's been the guy that transferred over from Utah Valley, the team that is the top dog right now, and he's showing why he should have got valuable minutes there, but he's found a role here on the Utah Tech Trailblazers, and he, I'm sure, wants a victory right here in the AFEC.
He's from Layton, was 2021's Utah's Mr. Basketball, and he's been a beast against Southern Utah. 42 total points in the 2 games this season. He shoots 68% in the 2 games against Southern Utah, 20 rebounds and 7 assists in those 2 contests.
And in the last matchup in the Burns Center, I believe he had a career high, Jaden Farrow had a career high, and there was one other Thunderbird who had a career high, but I'm blanking. It may have been Duval. I'm not sure, because
I think so,
that
yeah.
was a big high-scoring game. Remember, the first time these 2 teams played, it was like a 40-50. I think it was 43-57. Second matchup, over 100. I mean, it's been 2 completely different ball games. What are we going to see tonight? I feel like it's going to be leaned more towards the offensive side. These are the number 2 and number 3 best offenses in the WAC in points per game, and the 6th and 7th worst defenses in the WAC. So there's only 7 teams, remind you, in the WAC. So top offenses, worst defenses.
This is the Kabuto pregame show. We'll hear from Coach Rob Jeter in a moment. We'll also have your Thunder 91 keys to the game from Preston Ferry when we return on Thunderbird Basketball, brought to you by Van Wagner on Thunder 91 from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth presented by Intermountain Health.
Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a staple on Main Street in downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Cedar has grown a lot since then, but we are still your hometown jeweler. Our commitment to our customers remains the same, to help you find pieces you will love for years to come. Whether you're looking for an engagement ring, wedding band, or fashion piece, we'd love the opportunity to help you find your piece. Find us at 83 North Main Street in Cedar City and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Clark & Linford Jewelers, still your hometown jeweler, where SUU gets engaged.
Bullock strives to be the very best in serving you in Cedar City, offering fashion, decor, and kids items, as well as a fun old-fashioned soda fountain and pharmacy. We are a place where you can come enjoy unique shopping, a fun atmosphere, and quality service from all of our 4 stores on Main Street. Bring the family, grab a treat, and find that perfect gift. Enjoy your shopping experience with us. Bullock's, 91 North Main in historic downtown Cedar City.
Kabuto's, St. George's #1 sushi and ramen bar. Student specials available Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure and give them a follow on social media at Kabuto Utah for weekly giveaways and local events.
Kabuto pregame show. Time for your keys of the game, brought to you by Thunder 91, SUU's student-run radio station. More music, more variety, more SUU. And your keys tonight, Preston?
The keys of the kingdom. Are you ready? Number 1, keep Ethan Potter off the glass. Utah Tech is not one of the best rebounding teams in the WAC. However, caveat to that, Ethan Potter is the best rebounder in the WAC. You've got to keep him off the glass. Second chance points were such a killer the last time these two teams did battle, and it was all Ethan Potter on the offensive rebounding side of the ball. You've got to box out. You've got to keep him off the glass tonight.
He had 11 rebounds the last time these teams met. Thunderbirds have got to be better against him. Got to be better inside. SUU, in fact, let me just mention, because part of that is points in the paint, Thunderbirds are outscored an average of 6.5 points per game in the paint. They lose each game by an average of 3.5 points, so that's a big margin.
That is a big margin, and that leads me to key number 2. Big baller brand time. You got to get the bigs involved. You just mentioned points in the paint. Jaden Farrell, Isaiah Cottrell have got to have 10-plus points in the paint each tonight if they're going to be able to get it done here against Utah Tech. Is it a big ask? Maybe, but these are big-time players, and they need to make big-time plays. They need to have 10-plus points in the paint.
Speaking of that as well, rebounding and combining those two keys, Isaiah Cottrell, 10.5 rebounds per game in his last 3 on average. So he's got to be big inside, get those rebounds, score some extra points. And key number 3?
Number 3, ball pressure on Jushan Holt. He's second in the WAC in turnovers per game, giving up over 3.5 a game. Now, I'm not going to mention that Elijah Duvall is number 1 in the WAC in turnovers a game, but you got to have increased ball pressure on Holt and force him to make bad passes down low to Potter or to whoever it may be. Force him to turn the ball over, put a lot of pressure on the guards, and get some turnovers.
Holt averages 3.1 turnovers per game, as you said, but this team as a whole, Utah Tech, they only give it away 12 times per game. And in fact, their last game against Abilene Christian, they only turned it over 3 times in the entire game. They can take care of the basketball when they need to, and we'll see how they do tonight. But Southern Utah's got to force some turnovers, get that ball pressure up high.
They absolutely do. They're the best turnover margin in the WAC. You just mentioned it. And yeah, they just got to get it done. Get the keys, at least 2 of the keys done. We know the formula. You get 2 of the keys, you get the door unlocked, you get the win.
This is your Keys of the Game, brought to you by Southern Utah University's radio station, Thunder 91. And speaking of Thunder 91, we're glad you're tuned in. If that's where you're tuning in, or on Thunder 91's YouTube, or many other outlets we have on X, KSL, and Thunder and SUU's Athletics YouTube as well. And thank you to Nathaniel Buck back in the studio tonight. Thanks, Rob, for you being here as well. Rob Birdsley running things on this end. This is your pregame show brought to you by Kabuto. Let's touch a little bit more on what's happened so far. Well, today, SUU's women, they beat Abilene Christian last week, and they were flying high, and then today stumbled at Utah Tech.
A team that looks unstoppable at moments where they can touch the sky, and then other times they just fall face first. And I don't know what the answer is for the women's Thunderbirds team. Stay out of foul trouble, maybe. I don't know.
83-66 was the final score. Utah Tech beat Southern Utah, and the Thunderbirds dropped to 11-5 overall. 11-5 in the WAC, 19-9 overall. We'll take another quick timeout. We'll be back and hear from Coach Rob Jeter when we return on the Kabuto pregame show on Thunder 91. Brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health. Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends, make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In has served Cedar City and our visitors for more than 45 years. With a diverse menu and affordable prices, Hermes hopes you'll come back again and again for their burgers, Navajo tacos, fries, house-made fry sauce, and more. Located just north of the City Park on Main Street, Hermes also offers shakes, soft drinks, and a weekly special. All roads lead to Hermes Drive-In, a proud sponsor of our local youth activities and athletes.
This is Adam from Levitt Group Insurance. Thank you, SUU, for allowing us to be a part of this great community. We are honored to be your exclusive insurance sponsors and wish all our athletes the best this year. Levitt Group Insurance, proudly representing Auto Owners Insurance, will provide you with great rates for all your insurance needs. For more information or to get a quote, please visit us at levitt.com/SUU. From all of us at Levitt Group Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance, thanks for the opportunity to serve you.
Since 1956, Les Olson IT has been behind the scenes, powering the people and businesses that make Utah thrive. 10 years ago, we expanded into IT and became Utah's trusted managed service provider, rooted in reliability, powered by innovation. Les Olson IT, celebrating 10 years of keeping Utah connected. Les Olson IT, providing solutions that empower your business.
Les Olson IT.
Joined by Southern Utah head men's basketball coach Rob Jeter ahead of the rivalry game tonight against Utah Tech. Coach, let's first start with the road trip in Texas. Talk about how you felt like your team performed in those 3 games.
Yeah, we started off well, going on the road playing Arlington team who had beaten us 2 times before that. We had played well in stretches in those games, and we put together a 40-minute win. So I was pretty excited about that. And then we go on the road to a couple tough places, couple tough venues, played well, started well, had some really good stretches, but just couldn't finish.
When you look at those games and what your team was able to do offensively, there's been a lot of production over the last few games. What do you feel like is really clicking at that end right now?
Well, these guys are talented. These guys can score. This team was built to put points on the board, and when we don't, obviously we struggle mightily. But when we play to our strengths, get the ball inside and out, get the ball into spaces where these guys can use their talent to score the basketball, we can do that. And we've proven that all conference season. We're the second best offense in the league. It's the other side of the ball where you have to play together. It's the other side of the ball where you have to be tougher. It's the other side of the ball that requires a little more toughness and less talent. And that's the defense side of the ball that we're struggling the most.
When you talk about talent on the offensive side, Elijah Duvall's name keeps coming up, getting WAC awards week in, week out. Feels like he keeps playing better every single week. How have you seen him progress in the last couple weeks as he's really up to scoring output?
Yeah, he is. I think when you start with the the non-conference schedule that we had, that the speed and the pace of the game was overwhelming for a freshman coming in. Okay, I think he adjusted and had some good games. And then once you settle into the conference season and you get into February and now we're headed into March, you settle down and you settle in. The speed of the game is no longer a factor. And your confidence is there and your talent kind of rises to the level. And I think that's what you're seeing with him. He's a talented player. His talent level is probably a little bit above this league. However, he's still young and learning the game. I think he's starting to figure some things out.
Guy that has been playing behind him more in the last couple of games, Logan Stevens, off a career best 20 points on, I think it was 9 field goal attempts last time out. What did he give you that allowed you to just keep rolling with him in that game?
Well, we're just looking for answers, and we're trying to give people opportunities. And it was his time to come in, and he made the most of it. He is a really good downhill. We're trying to get him to shore up some things on the defensive side and passing the ball. But he can get downhill and get to the free throw line.
When you look at him and Lorenzo Abelar and the contrast of those two guys, what's kind of the biggest difference between them in that backup point guard spot?
The most glaring is size.
Yeah.
And, Lorenzo is a leader. He is a set-up point guard, true point guard, pass-first guy. Logan is I'm going to score it. Not really a true point, but new age point. I'm going to score it. So, again, I'm trying to go back to the other side of the ball defensively, because I think that's where we've lost a lot of our games. It comes down to getting stops. We're scoring enough points. We have to get stops. So between those two guys, if someone can give us more of a defensive effort, they'll get the nod.
Kai Burdick has inserted himself into the starting lineup over the last couple games as well. His production has gone up in the last few outings. What have you seen from him?
He's put the time in. His attitude has always been great. I think the matchups have put us in situations where we feel like we can be a little more efficient offensively. I mean, defensively, if we're not going to stop guys, then can we put up more points? I think Kai gives us a chance to move ice and some others into different positions where we can create some mismatches.
Talk about this Utah Tech team. Obviously, you've seen them twice now, getting a third run at them. The first time here at home in Cedar City, which is always a fun environment. Yeah. What has stood out to you the most in the 2 games you've played against Utah Tech so far?
I think the one thing that stands out about their team is that they have 6 guys, and those 6 guys are tough. Those 6 guys are going to fight you. Those 6 guys are going to try to knock you down. Those 6 guys are going to not turn the ball over, and I think that's probably their best asset as a team. They don't turn the ball over. Their second best asset is that they're freaking tough, and because of that, they put themselves at the top of the league.
Interior defense last time out was an area where your team struggled. How have you talked to your group about being better in that regard coming into this game?
Well, for me, this game, I thought the three-point shooting was the dagger for our loss there the second time. We're not going to be able to stop Potter. Potter's going to score on anyone. We have to try to keep him away from that 25, 30-point range. But if we can eliminate some of the other guys who got hot on us, I think that is the key for this strategy. You're not going to stop Potter, so you got to figure out a way to stop the other players.
Chance Trujillo is one of those guys that got going a bit in the first game and has been a dynamic playmaker for them. What's the key to containing a guy like that?
You got to be ready to fight. You got to be ready to battle. I mean, he's a winner. He does winning things. He makes winning plays. His statistics never really jump off the charts and say, oh, he's a deadly three-point shooter, but he'll make the one to win it. It doesn't say he's a great defender, but he'll get the steal or deflection to win the game. So we have to match our competitive level to handle him.
Coach, against Utah Tech tonight, only time they'll be in the AFEC this year. What's the biggest key to getting a victory against the Trailblazers?
Defense.
Southern Utah head coach Rob Jeter.
Thanks so much, Coach Rob Jeter and Spencer McLaughlin, for providing that interview to us on the Kabuto pregame show. Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a part of downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Our commitment to you remains the same. Quality jewelry, quality pricing, great customer service. Clark & Linford Jewelers in Cedar City. Still your hometown jeweler where SUU gets engaged. Clark & Linford Jewelers. Preston, one of maybe the more interesting note that I heard from Coach Jeter just then was we've lost a lot of our games on defense. He said we've got to get stops, and that's certainly true. We talked about that just before the last break. They're top scoring offense in the WAC, but they're also the worst scoring defense in the WAC.
Yeah, I mean, he said they kept trying to go back to the offense side of there. He's like, I mean, we can be a little more efficient, but exactly right. Defense wins championships. Isn't that what they say? And this is a bad defense. I mean, I'm going to take that back. This isn't a bad defense. This is a terrible defense. And if they want to turn that around and have a shot at winning WAC Vegas, they have got to find somebody to get a stop, and it starts down low.
In losses this season, they're allowing almost 85 points per game, and obviously that's not a winning recipe. Especially you score 76 a game, and you should be in and winning a lot of your games at 76 points.
Yeah, you absolutely should. I think inserting Burdick down in the lineup has been one of the biggest things they've done. They've looked better defensively. They still don't look great defensively. So if they can find a defensive identity in these last 3 games, you're at home, in front of your home crowd, kind of lock in, you're going to have a good shot. Until then, you're still going to be trying to win one-score games, scoring over 100 points.
Hungry for a deal? Head to Cafe Sabor in Cedar City and grab their Thursday special, a smothered burrito with a drink for just $8. Daily deals all week long, delicious food and friendly service. Cafe Sabor, located right here in Cedar City. Stop by today, Cafe Sabor. We'll have your starters and your opening tip coming up here in just a moment. I'm Ryan Steinecker. With me is Preston Ferry. And Preston, any other thoughts about this matchup, these teams that come to mind as we get set to go?
I was just watching warm-ups, and oh my, the athleticism I've seen. I just watched Noah Belonga, just go in between the legs casually behind the back. Slamma jamma, that was insane. I mean, somebody's got to get some bounce with him. Cottrell threw out a couple, but nothing was as crazy as that. So there's some freak athletes out right now.
Belonga, 6'8" sophomore guard from, I don't even know how to say it. Is it Poitiers? France. He's from France and played a year at St. Bonaventure last year. And this year averaging 12.5 points, 6 rebounds for Utah Tech. And you're right, the athleticism is obvious. Starters for the Utah Tech Trailblazers, who come in at 18-12 overall, 11-5 in the WAC. And you noted something that they've had a lot of success in the WAC this season, especially compared to the last couple years.
They have. They've had more wins this season alone than they've had the past 2 seasons, almost the last 3 seasons. But I believe they had 13 wins the last 3 seasons combined. They've got 11 this season alone in the WAC. Very impressive, a turnaround. 18 wins on the season. A huge improvement.
And they are coached by John Judkins. He's in his 21st season and is the all-time winningest college coach in Utah. Coached at Snow College before moving to what was then Dixie State University. Has 600-plus wins as a coach and 356 of those at Utah Tech. His starters tonight, and that's for the Utah Tech Trailblazers. Chance Trujillo, number 2, a 6'4" redshirt sophomore from Kaysville, Utah. Number 4, Jashawn Holt, a 6'7" redshirt senior from Tacoma, Washington. Number 13, Britton Barrett from Rigby, Idaho, a 6'5" junior guard. And Ethan Potter, a 6'8" senior forward from Layton, Utah, and Layton High School, also played at Utah Valley. And number 66 is Noah Belonga, a 6'8" sophomore guard from France. This is an athletic lineup that shoots the ball well. We mentioned Southern Utah is number 1 in the WAC in three-point shooting percentage at 35%. Guess who's number 2?
Who's that?
Utah Tech, 34%. They shoot from downtown, and they take a lot of them. 23 three-point attempts per game, and they hit almost 8 of them.
Can we call him the baguette bucket?
The baguette bucket?
Yeah, isn't that a French thing, a baguette?
Yeah, it is.
The baguette bucket?
Or yeah, then that's, I was going to say croissant, but is there a croissant something? We'll have to come up with something. I like the baguette bucket, that works. Southern Utah, coached by Rob Jeter in his 3rd season, an overall record of 31-59. And in WAC play, 14-37. Previously coached at Western Illinois and has a lot of wins in his history, going almost 300 wins, but needing to pull it together better here at SUU. Starters for Southern Utah are number 0, Isaiah Cottrell, a 6'11 senior. Number 1, a 6'3 freshman, Elijah Duval, leading the Thunderbirds in scoring, assists, and steals. And that's at 14.5 points per game. Number 3 is a junior, 6'6" from Eagle, Idaho, Tanner Hayhurst. Number 25 is a 7-foot senior getting his 5th consecutive start, Kai Burdick from Carlsbad, California. And number 35, a 6'9" senior forward from Draper, Utah, Jaden Farrow. Kai Burdick had started just 1 game this season until these last 5. That's 5 starts in a row for Mr. Burdick.
And this is a guy, let me tell you, if anybody asked, it was me. I put you on it. Kai Burdick is him, the Rain Man. He is a bucket. He messed up his perfect shooting percentage the last time on home floor here. He's only missed 1 3-point shot all season, I do believe.
Should we tell him how many he's taken, or do you want to just keep it at that?
Yeah,
he's only missed one.
He's only missed one.
Yeah,
he's shooting 50%, if that narrows it down for you.
That's right.
So still pretty good from beyond the arc.
Especially for a 7-footer.
Yeah, no, a 7-footer, a pitcher, but no, Kai Burdick's been a huge difference maker. It's so critical to have a guy with some size down low. Some of the Thunderbirds, they've got some trees out there. This is the redwood forest, but they haven't found one that's been able to block the sunlight from a lot of these offensive players. Kai Burdick has been that, and Cottrell's been playing great too.
This is a tall starting lineup for Southern Utah. Burdick at 7 foot, Cottrell 6'11", Farrow at 6'9", Hayhurst, the shooting guard, is 6'6".
Now they're actually starting tonight, minus Elijah Duval, the big baller boys, the bowling team. Kai, Jaden, Tanner, and Isaiah all participate in a bowling league here in Cedar City. I don't know how good they are, but they do have a bowling league team.
6'8" Ethan Potter against 6'11" Isaiah Cottrell for the tip. Opening tip brought to you by Savage Services. And Cottrell gets up quick, tips it over to Farrow, and Thunderbirds have it to start tonight's action. The official transport and logistics partner of Southern Utah Athletics, Savage Services. From heavy haul to specialized transport, Savage can move anything, anytime, anywhere. Thunderbirds try to go pick and roll inside and turn it over for the first time tonight.
It was a great look.
Quick 3-point shot up and in. Chance Trujillo from just off center, top of the key, and Utah Tech leads 3-0. Start your logistics with Savage, and thank you to Savage Services for supporting Thunderbird basketball. 3-point bucket from Chance Trujillo, who shoots it 33% from beyond the arc. Farrow to Burdick at the top of the key. 1 dribble, free throw line, lean in floater, and Burdick knocks it down.
He had a breakaway steal slam against ACU, and it was the most athletic thing I've seen from a 7-footer.
Holt dribbles right and kicks off down to the right corner. Thunderbirds in a man-to-man defense. Trujillo from Kaysville, Utah, and Davis High School finds some room around the left side, gets in the air, nowhere to go, and throws it away. Hayhurst the steal. Quickly to Duval up on the left side, hops through the lane, floats from 3 feet out, and puts the Thunderbirds up 4-3.
You can just feel this is going to be a good game, Ryan.
The energy's there. That's the biggest student section I've seen this season for Southern Utah. A blackout night, a lot of black shirts in the crowd. Barrett dribbles around toward the top. A lot of recruits from Utah on this team. 6 players from different areas of Utah. Potter inside right side. He dribbles out underneath the basket, turns and puts it up over Burdick off the glass and in.
I think they have 3 more players touching Utah too. A couple from Idaho.
Yeah. Utah Tech on top 5-4. 18-10 left first half. Hayhurst to Duval. Burdick at the top of the key. Shot clock down to 10. He lobs inside. Cottrell double team back to Burdick. Lean in floater again from just inside the 3 free throw line. Back iron no good, and Duval able to save it from the corner way out high to Hayhurst. Cottrell tries his hand at the top of the key. The 3 plunks off the heel of the basket. Cottrell just 18% from 3-point range. Utah Tech with the rebound. Quickly to Holt, left corner 3. Missed short, but Duval did not give Holt room to come down, and Holt gets 3 free throws.
Yeah, a little bit of body contact.
Utah Tech with its own student section on the east end of the America First Event Center, all in white. Holt from the free throw line. First one, shooter's roll, bounces in. He's a 79% free throw shooter. That was his 90th free throw attempt of the season. Redshirted last year at Kennesaw State. Hits the second as well. Utah Tech leads 7-4, and he gets a third free throw. He's the leading three-point shooter on the team at almost 42% and has no trouble getting 3 points the little more difficult way. 8-4 Utah Tech on top. They could not be slowed down the last time these teams met. Utah Tech shot almost 60% from the floor and scored 102. Hayhurst left corner, rattles in the triple. Thunderbirds down 1. Holt pushing, attacking, and drives all the way in, lays it up off the glass. Thunderbirds just weren't ready for him to attack.
It seems like that's happened a lot this season.
10-7. Burdick fires inside. Farrow was wide open, and he spins quickly, draws the foul. There was a mismatch down there, too, as the 6'4 Trujillo was defending.
Farrow was wide open for a slant, just a little late.
Tough to get a passing lane around Barrett for Burdick, but he found Farrow inside, fouled on the shot attempt, and Farrow to the free throw line where he hits the first. An 87% free throw shooter, Jaden Farrow.
And just to set the stage if you've missed it, this Trailblazer team has never won in this arena.
Farrow, 35 points the last time these teams met. That is a career high. Misses the second free throw. A scrum for the ball. It's booted around, and finally, did they call a kick against Utah Tech?
Yes, they did.
Potter was down on his backside trying to control the ball and must have got a boot on it.
If it wasn't a kick, it was a travel, so.
Burdick receives the inbound. Double team comes. He'll skip it across to Duval. Right corner three, short. Rebound. Farrow goes up and rips it down. Back out to Duval. Extra pass. Hayhurst on the left wing. Defense got out quick, and he holds. Shot clock at 12. Farrow has his man posted up. Again, it's a mismatch with Trujillo trying to defend. Shot clock at 5. Duval to the free throw line. Creates space, pulls up, hits, and ties at 10 with 16:30 left in the first.
That boy is something else.
Thunderbirds looking for a defensive stop. Trujillo hit a 3 earlier. Dribble left. This is Belonga all the way up under the basket. Farrow anticipated a shot and went up to block it, but Belonga did not shoot. He circles around, lays it up with the left hand, and misses too strong. Burdick the Thunderbird board. Right corner. Farrow free throw line. Burdick fakes the shot, sees space, dribbles in one time, and floats it up right hand, misses.
Good luck, good luck.
A little too soft. Holt pulls up, right wing 3, and he hits it. He's fired up, celebrates toward his bench as he's put Utah Tech up 13-10.
That was a pretty shot, but a terrible looking jump shot. I don't think I've ever seen something like that since Lonzo Ball.
15.5. That's a good picture. Anybody who watches basketball knows what that shot looked like. 15.5 left first half. Elijah Duval, an ill-advised 3, barely catches the backboard. Utah Tech rebound, and Trujillo on the other end hits the triple from the right wing. A 6-0 Utah Tech run. They're up 16-10. Utah Tech in a man-to-man defense. Burdick at the top of the key. Thunderbirds trail 16-10. Farrow on the right wing, bounces into Cottrell. Double team comes, and he'll skip it left corner. Hayhurst for 3, just off, but the offensive putback, no. Duval gets the offensive board again, hands off to Burdick, turnaround skyhook just short, and Utah Tech pulls down the board.
3 really good looks at the rim, just not able to convert.
Holt crosses over, left baseline, 10-footer short. Rebound tipped around Burdick for Southern Utah. Duval attacks, ball poked away. But he gets it back. Boy, excuse me. Just got something caught in my throat. Cottrell spins into the lane, gets penetration down to the left block, and is fouled on the miss. And that takes us to an under 16 media timeout. Utah Tech on a 6-0 run over the last minute and a half, and they lead 16-10 with 14:15 left in the first. On Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
And tonight's game sponsor is Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance.
What can you find at Mountain Lighting? A great selection of light fixtures and ceiling fans from top names in lighting like Visual Comfort, Savoy House, Kichler, and many more. And with our price match guarantee, you can rest assured you'll not only find great quality, but great value as well. Looking for home decor items and accessories? Yeah, we've got all that. From furniture to wall decor, including paintings, mirrors, clocks. We've got pillows and other unique home decor items. So come to Mountain Lighting for all your lighting and home decor needs.
Utah Tech leads 16-10, 5 minutes gone by in the first half. Thunderbird fans want a great haircut at a great price. At any SUU game, keep an eye out for ways to score a cut for just $10.99 at Great Clips. And they have locations all across Utah, including 2 here in Cedar City. Great Clips, it's going to be great. Utah Tech on a 6-0 run. Thunderbirds had tied it, but they're just not getting back quick enough in transition.
No, they're not. And one thing we forgot to mention is tradition between these two is the away team wears red on the opposing team's court. So that's why Tech is in red tonight and Thunderbirds are not.
So SUU in the home whites and Utah Tech in the red with white numerals. Cottrell at the free throw line hits the first. Fast break points. Utah Tech leads 11-0. Early on, 14-15 left, first half. Cottrell rattles the second free throw in, a 74% free throw shooter, and he has 2 points. Cottrell with 2, Duvall with 4, Thunderbirds down 16-12. Malonga starts right, follows a screen left. That's big Dario Dominguez, who set the screen. He is a big body, 260 pounds, 6'7". Missed shot from the left angle. Thunderbirds get it quickly to Hayhurst, left corner 3, splash! He swishes it through, and the Thunderbirds trail by just 1, 16-15.
One of the SU Splash brothers, Tanner Hayhurst.
Hayhurst, a 48% three-point shooter, has 2 triples tonight. Balonga dribbles baseline, circles around, fades away at the free throw line, and does not get the roll. Rebound tip, and Davis has it. Quickly back out to Holt for 3. Rattles out, and the rebound. Dominguez had it, but he goes down and lost the ball. He clutches at his left leg. Down low, right between his knee and ankle is where he's holding. Officials call a dead ball. Southern Utah has possession, but with that injury,
they do not want to lose him. He was such a key factor against the Thunderbirds last time out. He's just a big presence. I mean, this guy looks like he could be at the NFL Combine right now. This is a defensive lineman, and he is a monster down low.
You remember the movie Friday Night Lights?
Yes.
Booby Miles goes to the doctor, and the doctor says, "You can't play." And he goes, "Well, you from Midland? You from Midland?" That is where Dario Dominguez is from, Midland, Texas. And I'm sure he played some football in high school. And he is helped up and limping without help. Just a couple of individuals on each side to be there in case he needs stabilization, but he walks off down the tunnel and gets a round of applause.
I'm sure the Trailblazers will want him back as soon as possible. A guy that he gets those second team kind of big man minutes, and he's effective with them.
Ethan Potter right back into the game. Thunderbirds send in some subs as Dylan Jones checks in, Cale Barclay and Lorenzo Abelar as well. Farrow and Cottrell stay in. Cottrell lobs inside looking for Barclay, threw it too far and threw it away. Thunderbirds' second turnover. Barclay got a hand on it but stepped on the baseline getting to it. Sam Aribi checks into the game. They call him Toby. There's not a lot of guys that you see Call me Toby, nickname Toby. So Toby into the game.
Good nickname. We didn't come up with it, so it's not the greatest, but,
A little bit. You'd come up with something better.
Yeah, we could find something.
Yeah.
The baguette bucket, I think, is my best work
for Noah Belonga?
Yes.
The baguette bucket from France. Trujillo to dribble across the timeline. Utah Tech attacking right to left from our view. Already 11 fast break points for the Trailblazers. Holt jabs to his right, pulls up long two and hits over Cottrell from the right wing. 18-15 Utah Tech leads.
Shooting over 50% as a team right now.
Including 3 of 4 from three-point range. Farrow double team, skips it across to Abelar, right corner Jones. Wanted the three, but defense is there in Ethan Potter. Cottrell right baseline. Spins away from the one defender. Another one comes in, and Toby pokes it away out of bounds. Southern Utah ball with 9 on the shot clock.
They've got Abelar in as the backup point guard right now. I'm almost a little surprised I don't see Logan Stevens out there after his recent performances.
Abelar inbounds to Jones. Stevens had a couple of great games, including a career-high 20 the last time out. Shot clock at 3, 2. Farrow doesn't know it's expiring, and the Thunderbirds turn it over with a shot clock violation.
He had a decent amount of space to pull the trigger on that one, too, but a little spatial unawareness.
18-15 Utah Tech leads, 12:30 left in this first half. Utah Tech poured on 102 points the last time these teams met at Burns Arena. Top of the key, Trujillo, open 3, missed it. Farrow slices in and pulls down the rebound for Southern Utah. SUU, as Preston mentioned, 5-0 at home against Utah Tech. Jones, left wing, wanted the 3. Defense is there. Instead, Abelar, open 3, right wing. Rattles out, rebound tipped by Holt into the hands of Potter for Utah Tech. Holt to the top of the key, left wing. Dribbles down to the baseline. Picked up by Barclay, back up top to Potter. Dribbles left, then right, then left again, then right into the lane. Spins and the sky hook as he fades away, rattles in. 20-15, Utah Tech back on top. They went on a 6-0 run, then Thunderbirds closed the gap. Now a 5-0 run for Utah Tech as the Thunderbirds are one of their last 7. Jones dribbles left down to the baseline. Double team comes, he has to go back up top. Cottrell, Abelar, right wing, wide open 3, misses short. Rebound, Trujillo of Utah Tech, and he runs. Goes right at Abelar, starts right, then Euro steps left and floats it in with the right. A 6-0 run, Utah Tech.
Abelar's a good defender, but size, you just can't teach it.
6-foot senior is Lorenzo Abelar. Trujillo 6'4", sophomore. Had that size advantage. Cottrell on the left wing. Thunderbirds down 22-15. Spins through the lane. Strong shot off the glass with the right hand as he spun to his left and missed it too strong. Rebound, Utah Tech. Potter takes it himself all the way down inside. Stops in the lane. Drug the pivot foot. He doesn't agree with that, but that's the whistle and a travel. And just the 3rd turnover of the night so far for Utah Tech. They lead 22-15 with 10:39 left in the first half on Thunder 91. Thunderbirds will have it when we return. Brought to you by Ben Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth. Presented by Intermountain Health.
When you're ready to sell your home, doesn't it make sense to hire a seasoned professional? I'm Jennifer Davis from ERA Realty Center. With my 25 years of experience, I can see around the corner for problems or opportunities that a less experienced agent may miss. And my extensive list of buyers will mean a shorter time on the market and more dollars for you at closing. For a free consultation, call me at 586-9775 or go to buyincedar.com. I'm Jennifer Davis. Put my experience to work for you.
Just like your favorite team brings the action, Pioneer Floor Coverings brings it home. With winning floors for every style and budget, we've got the game changers. Carpet for comfort, LVP for durability, hardwood for that all-star look. Locally owned and trusted across Southern Utah, Pioneer Floor Coverings delivers championship service at unbeatable prices. Swing by our showrooms in Cedar City or St. George, or score big now at pioneerfloor.com. Pioneer Floor Coverings, bring home the win!
Pizza Hut is proud to support SUU Athletics with a special deal for you Thunderbird fans. Get a medium one-topping pizza and a 20-ounce drink for just $9.99. Order online and enter the promo code M03. That's M03. Start with an empty cart, enter the code M03, then choose your pizza and drink, and the price drops to just $9.99. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut, and nobody supports the T-Birds like Pizza Hut. Oh, Preston, so far, Utah Tech shooting 57% and 60% from three-point range.
Yeah, and they're shooting incredibly well. And the Thunderbirds, it feels like they're shooting better than they are. Only 30% from the floor, 25% from beyond the arc, and that's only Tanner Hayhurst knocking them down.
So Southern Utah trails 22-15, 10:30 left first half. Farrow down on the left block. Thunderbirds attacking left to right from our view. Hayhurst gets the skip pass, wants the three. Instead dribbles in because the defense came out on him and dribbled it away. But Farrow right there to steal it right back on the left wing. And the Thunderbirds almost throw it away. Jones looking for Duval right as he cut, but Duval able to stop and grab the ball. Drives to the hole, scoops up and under with the reverse, plus the foul, little continuation. And even Coach Judkins liked that. He said, nice shot, and gave Duval a hand.
Yeah, Duval is one of the best players I think I have ever seen. The Thunderbirds have had some great players. Shout out to Tavian Jones making Team USA, by the way.
Yes.
But Duval getting to the rack, unlike anyone else.
Duval with a three-point play the old-fashioned way, hits the free throw. He has gotten better and better from the free throw line as the season has gone on. He's now at 63%, and it's a 4-point Utah Tech lead. Trujillo dribbles left. Duval pokes it away, but Trujillo gets it back. Gets Duval off his feet. Shoots the three. Duval got a piece of his foot as he ran by defensively. From our angle, it looked like Duval hit him, but Duval's reaction made me think maybe Trujillo kicked his leg out.
1,000%. Not a doubt in my mind. Did he just flop backwards and smack the ground?
22-18. Thunderbirds trail. Trujillo at the free throw line hits the first, an 82% free throw shooter. That's best on the team. Trujillo played a couple years at Snow College, then Weber State, took a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints between his time at Weber State and Snow College, and misses the second free throw. Second time tonight already, Preston, that a Trailblazer's been fouled on a three-point shot.
Cheese curd chants get shouting. My wife is on the edge of her seat right now. This is her favorite part.
Trujillo hits the third free throw, so he gets 2 of 3, and Utah Tech leads 24-18. Your wife will have to wait for the next free throws.
Yes, she will.
Duval to Burdick at the top of the key. Thunderbirds down 6 with 9:40 left first half. Hayhurst to Burdick. There's Logan Stevens into the game. He fires inside to a wide open Burdick, who turns and jams it home, flushes it hard with one hand.
I'm not going to lie, Ryan. I thought he was about to get blocked. He was a little slow getting there, but wow. Rain Man.
And he had to go up strong with that one, and he recognized it. Burdick with 4 points. Thunderbirds down by 4. Balonga dribbles around, then kicks it off right corner, or right wing. Barrett, the three is short. And SUU has the rebound. That jam by Burdick, our top candidate at this point for play of the game. Hayhurst from deep! Left wing swishes it through, and the Thunderbirds are down by 1. Holt wants to answer, but Hayhurst too tight on the defense from the right wing. Potter tries to back in on Burdick, can't find space, so he spins toward the baseline and puts it up and in with the right. 26-23.
He's just so good in the paint. This is why he's the #1 shooter in the WAC.
Utah Tech with the lead. Potter shoots at almost 64% from the floor. Stevens tries to attack, cut off, kicks it back out to Jones. 26-23, Utah Tech leads. 8:20 left first half. Stevens dribbles left free throw line, takes a bump, fades away and misses. Burdick the offensive board. Turn around, sky hook. Burdick puts SUU within 1. 26-25, Trailblazers lead.
What a difference maker Burdick has been.
He's got 6 points tonight, 3 rebounds. Holt pulls up left angle from the elbow just at the free throw line area and knocks it down with a swish. 28-25. Every time Southern Utah gets right there, Utah Tech with a quick answer. Farrow dribbles to his right, skips to Hayhurst, left corner. No time to launch the three. Instead, Jones from way downtown at the top of the key misses off the right side of the iron.
A little trigger happy.
Rebound to Utah Tech. That was Jones's first rebound or first attempted shot tonight. Holt tries the same thing, top of the key, and it rims around and out. Southern Utah rebound. Stevens, pick and roll with Burdick. Dribbles right, double team comes, kicks it back outside. Hayhurst at the top of the key to Stevens, left corner. Shot clock down to 10 as Farrow has it on the left wing. Dribbles right and fires to Jones. 6, 5, handoff to Stevens. He'll launch a three with time down to 2 on the shot clock and misses short. Belongo at the rebound for Utah Tech. He'll dribble to his left and drives inside, then hooks the pass back behind himself to Potter for the easy lay-in.
And they sold out trying to stop him right at the rim, but a beautiful slip dish.
30-25, Utah Tech leads. 6.5 left to play in the first half. Farrow turns away from a double team, lobs into the middle. Hayhurst, one dribble, ball stripped away as he goes up for the shot, and he was fouled. We'll head to the free throw line when we return after this media timeout. 6:23 left in the first half. Utah Tech leads 30-25 on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, and presented by Intermountain Health.
With food that's made from scratch and fresh to order, Hermes Drive-In has options that every member of your family will enjoy. From your favorite burgers and fries to sandwiches, drinks, shakes, and more. Hermes is centrally located and easy to find at 294 North Main Street, just north of the City Park. Serving you and our community for more than 45 years, Hermes Drive-In is a proud sponsor of our students and athletes.
You want a job that makes a difference in the world. So join the Chrysalis team. Chrysalis is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we have flexible schedules for everyone. College student? No problem. Extra job? You got it. But what if you're looking for a career path? Absolutely. Chrysalis has mornings, days, and grave shifts available. Get paid to have fun, go to movies, share your talents, and make a difference. At Chrysalis, you are a mentor, a teacher, and a friend. Apply online at chrysalis.care.
Thunderbirds trail 30-25. Utah Tech is shooting hot, almost 58%, but the Thunderbirds keeping pace. Preston, why are they getting such good looks or hitting so many shots? What's going on?
I really think the Thunderbird defense hasn't been as bad as we've talked about. They've been there, but give credit to the Blazers. I mean, they've knocked down some really good-looking shots, but I think right now it's a narrow game, and the only difference is going to be the cutting inside. They're sending one person down low, and both, whoever the bigs are down low for the Thunderbirds, are selling out to stop the big. Well, that leaves a wide-open cutter right behind him. They're cutting back door and getting an easy layup for 2, and that's kind of their strategy, to attack the bigs and send a delayed guy rolling right behind them. And it's worked. They've got a 5-point lead because of it.
Ethan Potter 4 for 4 from the floor, 8 points, 4 rebounds. So he's getting some high percentage shots, and when he doesn't get the shot, he passes it off. Laundry Day made easy. The Main Street Washateria, preferred laundromat of SUU athletics. It's clean, relaxing, and they have free Wi-Fi so you can get work done while you clean your clothes, or while your clothes get clean. Or here's another option: drop them off and let the Main Street Washateria do the work for you. Main Street Washateria, making laundry stress-free in Cedar City. 6:23 until our Levitt Agency and Auto Owners Insurance halftime show. We'll be joined by Caleb Johnston with the Levitt Group and Auto Owners, and we invite you to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, Tanner Hayhurst at the free throw line looks to make it a 3-point game. Thunderbirds down 5. Hayhurst's first rattles in. Hayhurst from Eagle, Idaho, originally played at BYU and then played at College of Southern Idaho before coming here to Southern Utah. Rattles the second free throw in as well. He's an 85% free throw shooter.
What a great transfer he's been. A big part of this Thunderbirds team.
48% for shooter from three-point range. Fights through a screen. Belonga, step back, long two against Barclay. Good defense and misses. It rattled out. Stevens the rebound for Southern Utah. Quickly ahead to Hayhurst on the left wing. Hayhurst, Stevens, Cottrell, Barclay, and Jones on the floor. Stevens attacks, gets a lane and misses the layup. Offensive board tapped around, and then Barclay has it, kicks it out to Jones in the right corner. Looking to get it back into Barclay, and he is wrapped up and held by Belonga for a foul.
Barclay might not have scored tonight, but he is already sweating. He's been putting on the work down low in the post. I mean, he's got everybody draped all over him.
Yeah, on that play specifically, Belonga was having words with the official. Hey, here's what happened. But on the replay, you could see two arms around Barclay's waist pulling him back from Belonga, who will get a breather. He hits the bench. Holt back into the game, along with Toby, Davis, and Hayhurst drives in, draws the foul. Barrett also in there for Utah Tech, and Trujillo, but Hayhurst to the line with a chance to make it a one-point game. And we talk a lot about Hayhurst's ability from three-point range. Over the last, really since WAC play started, we saw him start doing it against Tarleton State. Was so much attention to him on the three-point line that he'll start to drive, and then he gets free throws and other easier or higher percentage shots.
And he's been great at it. He's got 11 tonight. A great shooter, and he's just getting better as time goes on.
Averages 10 points per game, hits the first free throw, and has one more coming.
Trailblazers only have 3 players that have scored tonight.
And Hayhurst hits the second. We heard Coach Rob Jeter say they've got 6 guys who are just studs, and then the bench kind of drops off after that. But those 3 have been effective. Trujillo with 10, Holt with 12, and Potter with 8. And a moving screen against Ethan Potter. 7th team foul already for the Trailblazers, with 5:36 left in this first half. And SUU trails by 1, 30-29. Thunderbird student section in almost all black. Cottrell looking toward the Thunderbirds attacking toward the student section. Gives to Jones. Cottrell turns and sets a screen, but the defense knows Jones wants to get the 3. They don't let him get it off. Into Barclay. Quick double team from Holt. Back out to Cottrell with 7 on the shot clock. He'll drive in, hesitates, spins, and puts it in. Little dream shake like Hakeem Olajuwon.
Dream. I like that. That's a good call back there.
That puts Southern Utah up 31-30. With just under 5 to go. Holt on the other end attacks, hangs, and hits. Somehow got that to go.
Hakeem Olajuwon on one end and Dua Lipa on the other one, just levitating.
Cottrell on the right wing lobs inside. Barclay pulls it away from 2 defenders, goes to the floor, then kicks it out to Hayhurst for the top of the key 3. Misses off left side. Rebound Utah Tech. Trujillo attacking, dribbles right, pick and roll, and Stevens got a hand on it, poked it away, but also got an arm of Ethan Potter.
I thought it was a bit of a loose ball there.
Yeah, from this angle, it looked like Stevens had as much right to the basketball as Potter did, but that's a 3rd Southern Utah team foul with 4:27 left in the first half. Inbound, quick shot. Barrett pulls the trigger, left baseline, 15-footer, too strong. Thunderbird rebound is Jaden Farrow. Takes it all the way up court, hesitates, then pushes in, right side, hangs and hits off the window. Thunderbirds back up by 1, 33-32. Second lead of the game for SUU. Davis in the left corner. Kicks it right corner to Barrett. Potter at the top of the key. Thunderbirds on top for just the second time tonight. 33-32, just under 4 minutes in the first half. Shot clock under 9 to 8. Trujillo dribbles right. Thunderbirds man-to-man defense tight. Hot pass inside to Potter. Tries a reverse and misses. Hayhurst there defensively. Just enough to get called for the foul with 3:45 left first half. And that'll take us to the under 4 media timeout with SUU on top. 33-32. on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth presented by Intermountain Health.
Kabuto, Southern Utah's #1 sushi and ramen restaurant. Make sure to stop in, students, Monday through Friday, 11 to 3 p.m. for student specials. Follow us at Kabuto, Utah for special events and giveaways.
Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug offer the service of a local pharmacy with a personal touch. Traditional quality service with modern-day conveniences. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off North Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown at 91 North Main. Both have trained pharmacists to take care of your pharmaceutical needs and fill your prescriptions. Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug are happy to serve you and to support our local athletes.
Bullock Drug strives to be the very best pharmacy in Cedar City. We want you to be a part of our team. As a valued customer and patient, we will provide you with the best professional pharmacy service. Join with us and be a part of our team. Bullock Drug, 91 North Main in historic downtown Cedar City.
33-32, Southern Utah leads by 1 against Utah Tech. Discover adventure in every season. Visit Cedar City for vibrant festivals, Red Rock hikes, and a thriving arts scene. Then head up the mountain to Bryan Head for world-class skiing, biking, and cool alpine escapes. Come for the views, stay for the experience. Visit Cedar City, Bryan Head. A lot of free throws already, and this one big difference is second chance points. Southern Utah leading 6-0 in that category.
That was something that was big time in the last matchup. Second chance points a lot to this man right here, Ethan Potter. Yeah, tonight 0 for the Blazers.
He had not missed a free throw since Valentine's Day, and he misses that one on the front end.
Poetic, a little heartbreak.
Little heartbreak, I like it. He's a 79% free throw shooter, has 6 double-doubles this season. Hits the second free throw, 9 points, 4 boards for Potter. And that ties the score at 33. Abelar brings the ball across the timeline for Southern Utah. Cottrell looking inside. Farrow, boy, a hot hand comes in there, almost got him in the face and poked the ball out of bounds. Southern Utah to inbound.
One thing I just noticed is Domingos is back on the bench. He does have his left shoe off, ankle wrapped.
Abelar to inbound, goes up high to Cottrell near midcourt. Shot clock at 15, plenty of time. Southern Utah, it's loose on the floor, diving to the baseline. Holt can't get there in time. And Southern Utah will still have it with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Hayhurst, Farrow, Cottrell, Burdick back in, and Abelar on the floor. Lob into the 7-footer. Burdick turns and faces, then backs in. Double team comes. He tries to pass across the lane and gets it to Abelar, but he's got no chance to get a shot off there. Instead, Hayhurst, top of the key, dribbles right, pull up top of the key at the buzzer. He rattles it in. Hayhurst gets it to go, but the officials say we better check and make sure we got that off in time. With 3:13 left in the first half, Hayhurst, it appears, beat the buzzer, but the officials will have a review.
Yeah, that shot was more of a, well, send it.
That's right. And it's interesting because he had maybe an open look from further out, 25, 26 feet, but I think he didn't realize the shot clock was so low.
And by the time he took the screen, he's like, just throw it. He's good enough to do that, though.
All day. Now, they also may be reviewing, the scoreboard just updated to 35-33, so they're saying it's a 2-point shot and that it is good.
He was inside.
Yeah.
He kind of rounded off Cottrell really tight. If he would have, he's about a half step inside the three-point
line. About as long of a 2-point shot as you can get. 3:12 left, first half. Thunderbirds with their biggest lead tonight. 2 points, 35-33. Right wing, Trujillo. Hit a couple of early threes, has been a bit quiet since. Potter down on the right side. Backs in on Burdick, fades away and misses short. Rebound, Farrow of Southern Utah. Burdick with good D.
Great defense, but you saw him sell out on the big again.
Farrow top of the key, left open to shoot the 3 in transition, misses just short, and Potter the rebound, Utah Tech. Bolonga to the right wing, Farrow defending. Belonga left-handed, really trying to go to his left. Farrow defending that. Belonga bounce pass to Potter, who's right next to him, and they bounce it away. Thunderbird basketball. Inside to Farrow. Turns into a double team and kicks it off to Abelar. Quick pass to Hayhurst on the right wing. Inside to Burdick. Every time the Thunderbirds drop it into the post, a double team comes, and there it is from Holt. Bounce into the middle. Farrow, floater, missed. Cottrell put back, no. Rebound off of Utah Tech on the baseline. Southern Utah ball.
Cottrell had to fight through the vines of all the arms, the length down there. Could have been a foul, but not enough.
Southern Utah inbounds. Utah Tech sleeping. Abelar to Burdick. Easy lay-in, 37-33. Thunderbirds up 4. Burdick with 8 points tonight. Season high is 11. That came December 1st. Holt slices through the lane, hangs with 2 hands and misses. Rebound Farrow for Southern Utah. Abelar to the right elbow, left open. He says, I'll take it, and he rattles it in, 39-33 with 1:43 to go in the first half. And a timeout on the floor, Utah Tech. Everybody getting involved for Southern Utah. Hayhurst has 15, Burdick has 8.
Those last points from Abelar, first bench points in the game for either team.
Abelar had not scored in a couple of games. Had just 4 points and 1 assist in his last 5 games combined. And last appearance was on the 21st at Abilene Christian when he did not score. But he's got 2 points and an assist tonight, and Southern Utah leads 39-33. And this has been interesting because Utah Tech has shot the ball so well in this first half. They're cooling off a little bit as we finish off the half, but still at 50%. Southern Utah shooting 44%, but they've gotten some little more points on the bench and more points, second chance points as well. They lead 8-0 in that category. Utah Tech with it, and inside a foul away from the ball as Burdick and Potter get tied up, fighting for position. Burdick's first, and the 15th foul against Southern Utah.
They called it on Abelar.
Oh, Abelar, my bad. Thanks for picking up on that.
I thought he pulled it up before, but I guess I didn't know what the foul call is.
Holt dribbles around to his left, looks for a lane, lowers the shoulder and pushes Abelar out of the way, and then he's got a wide open layup.
Burdick was there to defend, but I mean, Potter threw Abelar into the chest of Burdick where he couldn't defend.
Cottrell dribbles to his left with 1 dribble, then to Farrow. 39-35. Southern Utah had been on a bit of a run, but they lead by 4. Cottrell isolates with Potter, dribbles to his right and misses. Rebound Farrow. Around to Hayhurst, left wing. 3! Swish it through! 42-35. Hayhurst's 4th of the game, his 4th triple.
Have a game, Tanner Hayhurst.
He's already got 18 points, and SUU leads by 7. Shot clock at 19, game clock at 37. Belonga, quick 3 left wing, and he hits. I believe that's Belonga's first basket of the night. He was 0 for 4 and has 3 points now.
Barrett's the only starter that hasn't scored for the Trailblazers.
Southern Utah crosses the timeline and takes a timeout with 22.9 seconds left in this first half. A 4-point lead, and SUU wants a plan for this final 22.9 and get a good shot off. We've got your Levitt Agency and Auto Owners Insurance halftime show coming up, and Southern Utah, they have not shot as well from the floor, from 3-point range. They've been great from the free throw line, though, but they've just been, it feels to me, out hustling Utah Tech since about 12 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, that media timeout kind of changed things, but I like this little play action system they got going on right now. It's like a triple action where it's going down low to the big. They're finding either Cottrell or Burdick or Farrow posted up, and then they have that kind of what Utah Tech was doing at the beginning. They have the second guy cutting immediately behind them, and if both those aren't there, guess who? Number 3 for 3, Tanner Hayhurst, is open.
Well, that anytime Southern Utah drops it into the post, Utah Tech double teams, so then you get other cutters moving and mismatches and open guys. like you said. Under 20 to go on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. Stevens dribbling out near the logo to Burdick. Clock down to 10. Dribbles right and gives back to Stevens. Hayhurst left corner, open enough for the three. Misses off the front iron. Rebound tipped out. Holt has it with 2-1 and launches late after the buzzer. Missed it anyway. And at the half, Southern Utah leads by 4, 42-38 over Utah Tech. I believe SUU led at the half when they lost at Utah Tech earlier this season. We'll have some stats on that for you when we return with our halftime show presented by the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance. 42-38, Southern Utah leads by 4 on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner. And from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth presented by Intermountain Health.
Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast.
At Cache Valley Bank, we value our heritage and the history we've built within our communities. With over 45 years of experience behind us, we are confident in our ability to equip our customers with the necessary tools and expertise to navigate their financial journey. Whether you are ready to expand your existing business, embark on a new business venture, or are seeking better personal banking, let us help you reach new heights. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Are you hungry for the usual today? Or are you craving something uncommonly delicious like the meaty masterpiece, the Hook and Ladder sub from Firehouse Subs? They start by piling it high with freshly sliced smoked turkey breast and Virginia honey ham. Oh, then they top it with melted Monterey Jack and serve it hot in a toasted roll. Save time by ordering your Hook and Ladder with the Firehouse Subs app today, downtown Cedar City. It's Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug are here for you, the Cedar City community. With expert pharmacists on site, Township and Bullock can help you take care of your pharmaceutical needs and fill your prescriptions. Both locations offer curbside service for your convenience. Bullock's Drug is downtown at 91 North Main Street, while Township Pharmacy is near the hospital just off Main Street. Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug, grateful and proud supporters of our local students and athletes.
Okay. And then bring him in. Welcome to the halftime show presented by the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance. Ryan Steinekert here with Preston Ferry, and Southern Utah with a solid first half. They lead Utah Tech 42-38. First time they've led at the half against Utah Tech this season. But with Tanner Hayhurst, 18 points, 5 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. His scoring has been outstanding so far tonight, Preston.
And with a nice little highlight, last-second buzzer beater shot. That was pretty, but the biggest thing I'm seeing right now is 8 offensive rebounds for the Thunderbirds to only 2 for the Trailblazers, and that's led to let's see, points in the paint, 16 points in the paint, 11 second chance points, big for the Thunderbirds.
U.S. Bank is proud to sponsor the Thunderbirds of SUU. Stop by our U.S. Bank branch today in Cedar City for all your banking needs. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Thunderbirds on top. And you mentioned it a time or two. Utah Tech getting almost all of their scoring from 3 so far. Trujillo has 10, Holt has 16, Potter has 9. Only one of their guys scored. Bolonga has 3. Other than that, no bench points, right, from Utah Tech?
0 bench points. All starters.
All the starters are doing just about enough damage. Southern Utah leads by just 4 at the half, brought to you by the Levitt Agency and Auto Owners Insurance. We'll talk with a member from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners when we return on our halftime show. Bullock's is more than just a pharmacy. Stop in for a handcrafted soda, sweet treats, and everything else we have to offer in downtown Cedar City. Bullock's, a proud supporter of SUU Athletics. Thunderbirds up 4 at the half on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth presented by Intermountain Health.
At Cache Valley Bank, we value our heritage and the history we've built within our communities. With over 45 years of experience behind us, we are confident in our ability to equip our customers with the necessary tools and expertise to navigate their financial journey. Whether you are ready to expand your existing business, embark on a new business venture, or are seeking better personal banking, let us help you reach new heights. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Welcome back to the halftime show presented by Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance. Thunderbirds with a 4-point lead, 42-38. Ryan Steinekert here, and joining me is Caleb Johnston with the Levitt Group and Auto Owners. Caleb, it's a fun night so far. Thunderbirds offense
been
working.
A good game. Really good game.
Tanner Hayhurst hitting from downtown. He has 18 points. Southern Utah struggling a little bit at times defensively this season, but their offense, we always know that's going to be good. Yep. Caleb, you're an SUU alum.
I am. I went to school here, met my wife here. A lot of family ties here, so got a brother and sister that also went here. Mom and dad went here. Yeah. Those roots run deep.
It's a family school, Southern Utah, the Johnston family. That's awesome. So as part of a member of this community, what does it mean to be here tonight supporting the Thunderbirds?
You know, it's really exciting. Obviously, great team, great thing to be here, part of the community. It accomplishes great things in the lives of the students, and so it's great to be a part of it.
Where are you originally from?
I grew up in Spanish Fork.
Okay.
And then, came down here to Southern Utah. You get this red sand in your shoes, and you can't get it out.
That's
so.
Right. That's right. So, and you're a homeowner, a dad, one of your daughters right here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to them. And what's one thing that families should understand about protecting their homes?
You know, there's kind of two things I'd maybe point to. Number one, I think it's important to have liability limits that are high enough, right? That people want to make sure that you've got enough so that if something happened, you're covered. Another thing that we see a lot is people don't understand that, if there's maintenance issues that happen on your home, not like a pipe that bursts, but a pipe that's leaking and it's causing long-term damage, insurance will cover things where it's an instance that happens. It won't cover issues where it's a maintenance thing.
Okay.
And so that's one thing that people need to be aware of. And if you have an issue like that, you want to make sure you get it taken care of really quick. Don't let it be something that grows into a big problem, and then it's never fun to tell people you don't have coverage on that. So one to watch out for.
Something that you're familiar with as a homeowner.
Absolutely, yep.
So you work closely with business owners as well, right? In commercial insurance and that kind of thing?
Yep.
So what's a risk that you see businesses underestimate until it's too late?
Honestly, the biggest risk facing a lot of our businesses here today, I would probably say, is auto liability. And, anymore, it's not unusual for an auto claim to go well into the high 6 and 7 figures for a simple claim, particularly if you're traveling into Nevada, which is our neighbor here.
Yeah.
They're not very friendly to business on those insurance claims, so that's one to watch out for. It's really important to make sure that you've got good procedures in place as far as hiring good drivers, watching out for good drivers, telematics, cameras in the vehicles. It's becoming a really big thing, really important. So,
do you recognize you just said 6 or 7, and then the girls back here were doing the you did that on purpose, didn't you?
Yep.
This is Caleb Johnston with the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance. Anything else you would like to touch on?
No, watch out. It's important to buy your insurance the right way, get the right types of coverage, make sure you know what you have. Sometimes people are surprised by the coverage that they don't have, and that's important too. So,
Caleb, being from Spanish Fork, I imagine you either or both played baseball or did some wrestling or rodeo.
I did football and wrestling growing up, and then I actually worked at the baseball park, so we got to help get the games ready for the baseball team there, and they did have some great baseball teams, some great athletes, and I know several of them used to come down here when SU used to have a baseball team. So
great. Caleb, thanks so much. I appreciate you stopping by.
Okay, thank you.
Caleb Johnson with Levitt Group and Auto Owners. This is the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance Halftime Show, and Thunderbirds lead by 4, 42-38 from Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth presented by Intermountain Health. Thank you.
Are you hungry for the usual today? Or are you craving something uncommonly delicious like the meaty masterpiece, the Hook and Ladder Sub from Firehouse Subs? They start by piling it high with freshly sliced smoked turkey breasts and Virginia honey ham. Oh, then they top it with melted Monterey Jack and serve it hot in a toasted roll. Save time by ordering your Hook and Ladder with the Firehouse Subs app today, downtown Cedar City. It's Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug are here for you, the Cedar City community. With expert pharmacists on site, Township and Bullock can help you take care of your pharmaceutical needs and fill your prescriptions. Both locations offer curbside service for your convenience. Bullock's Drug is downtown at 91 North Main Street, while Township Pharmacy is near the hospital just off Main Street. Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug, grateful and proud supporters of our local students and athletes.
Here at Culver's, we're known for our fresh, delicious food. What most of you don't know is for the last several years, we've been training Southern Utah's most elite basketball players. Sometimes they need instruction, and that's where I step in. Practice makes perfect, but we demand perfection.
Bradshaw Chevrolet Buick is Cedar City's original hometown dealership. Family owned and serving the area since 1931. Obviously, they're doing several things right. Bradshaw Chevrolet Buick is your full service dealership. Sales, service, body shop, detail shop, and their service department stands behind what they sell. And what they sell is a large selection of new and GM certified used vehicles. It's Bradshaw Chevrolet Buick, 360 North Main.
SkyWest Airlines is a proud sponsor of SU Athletics. SkyWest is the world's largest regional airline and has been a part of Southern Utah community for more than 50 years. No matter where you want to go, our 2 daily Delta connection flights from Cedar City to Salt Lake City make it easy to get there. Fly local from Cedar City, and with one connection, you can reach hundreds of destinations on Delta's global network. Back on the halftime show, presented by the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance. Ryan Steinekert here with Preston Ferry and Preston. Thunderbirds up 4 at the half. They didn't shoot as well from inside the arc. They didn't shoot as well from outside the arc, but they lead by 4.
Got to show some grit, and that's what they're doing tonight. But I can't get out of my mind the image of Kai Burdick. Oh, my goodness gracious. The guy is just... he's him right now. I mean, I'm thinking of that poster slam, but he's been the difference maker. This is a guy that had been with Lorenzo Abelar only playing about 5-10 minutes a game. Yeah. And now he's been a productive starter tonight. Cale Barclay's kind of been a little quieter than he normally is, but Tanner Hayhurst, 18, my man, 17 minutes of play. Great action from him tonight. Only 2 bench points from either team. That came from Abelar late in the second half. Offensive, I mean, they're working the boards right now, too. We said they got to out-rebound. Ethan Potter's got 5 boards of the 15 from Utah Tech. Thunderbirds have 18, and 8 of those are offensive.
SUU is taking care of the ball as well. Just 4 turnovers in that first half. If they can keep that going, they should be in good shape. 42-38 at the half, Southern Utah leads. No car, no problem. St. George Shuttle has you covered with reliable rides from Cedar City down to Vegas, up to Salt Lake, and everywhere in between. Check out St. George Shuttle today. On time, every time. You mentioned Kai Burdick. He has started now 5 consecutive games. His production is way up. It's almost double what it was in those games that he didn't start. And tonight, 8 points, 3 rebounds. He has not committed a foul, not giving the ball away, no turnovers. So he's been efficient, he's been smart, and getting some points.
Yeah, he's missed 2 nice, easy looks at the rim, which is crazy because the other 4 seem like the most difficult shots he's probably taken all year. Missed the 2 easy ones, but hey, he's getting it done. Right now, it's the Thunderbirds. Everybody's kind of getting involved that's got in. Jones has only taken 1 deep shot attempt, but you can't be mad at that because he can knock it down. Barclay hasn't attempted a shot. Everybody else, minus Logan Stevens, that's got in, has been productive. And even Stevens hasn't scored. He's got 2 boards, 2 assists. So in 6 minutes, that's quality action.
I wonder what Coach Jeter and the rest of the coaching staff said between the last time SUU played, just even last week and tonight, because the turnovers were starting to become a big issue. They had 24 turnovers at Abilene Christian, and knock on wood for Southern Utah fans, they've only had 4 in the first half tonight.
0 from Duval. Now he's only played 7 minutes, but...
Well, but look at the other 2 point guards. Abelar has no turnovers. Stevens has no turnovers. When your point guards don't turn the ball over, you're going to get shots.
Hayhurst has the 1, and I mean, it's the only turnovers they've had have just been kind of like overthrown passes, like not even egregious ones. They're like trying to get some action. We've seen this team kind of fumble the ball a lot of times, but that's kind of been Utah Tech tonight, especially Ethan Potter. He's got 4 turnovers.
Southern Utah halftime show brought to you by Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance. Utah Tech has it to start half number 2, attacking left to right from our view, and in the road red uniforms with the navy blue trim and white numerals. Potter backs in on Burdick up high. Burdick got that left hand up high, contested, and Potter missed it off the back iron. Thunderbird rebound.
Farrell's 7th board of the night.
He's been quiet offensively, just 3 points, 1 of 3 field goals, but the 7 rebounds. Burdick turns away from the D, up with the right hand, missed it, but he was fouled and will head to the free throw line. I don't know that we've seen Burdick be this assertive offensively. You see him post up and then pass it off most often, but tonight he's been attacking.
Yeah, he's usually there to clean up on the glass. He's got that 7-foot frame, but yeah, you're exactly right. He's attacking, and he's been absolutely diabolical.
He was fouled. He wanted free throws. They said it was on the floor. Hayhurst left corner wanted the open 3, but Holt fights through the screen and contests. Hayhurst passes back outside to Duval. Left wing again to Hayhurst. Duval top of the key with the shot clock under 10. Duval flies past his defender, hangs and lays it in. 44-38, Thunderbirds up 6. Well, that first step by Duval was a different level. Potter on the left block, dribbles back out to the wing, hands off to Belonga, sees a lane, goes all the way through it, scoops up with an acrobatic reverse, and the baguette goes up over the backboard and out of bounds.
The field goal was good. Wrong sport.
44-38. 18:45 left in the half. Thunderbirds with the lead. Cottrell gives to Duval. Lobs in, looking for Burdick, and Barrett steps around and gets the steal. Just reached across or out around Burdick for the steal. Trujillo sees the lane left side, tries to go at Cottrell, and it's swatted off the backboard. Thunderbirds have the rebound. Duval, a 1-on-2, can't find space, but finds Farrow right corner 3. You betcha! Farrow with the triple. Thunderbirds lead by 9.
Yeah, he's him. That's all I gotta say.
18 minutes left in the second half. A 9-point Thunderbird lead. Trujillo, pick and roll. Pass not there. Floats with the right. Burdick contested. Missed off the left side of the iron. Thunderbird rebound. Duval wanted to push, but defense slows him down. SUU up by 9. Burdick, a couple of dribbles, gives to Cottrell. Right corner 3, Hayhurst, a new career high for Tanner Hayhurst. He has 21, and SUU leads by 12. Coach Judkins needs a timeout for his Trailblazers. The Thunderbirds on a tear.
What's that song, Ryan? Bang, bang, there goes my heart, bang, bang. That's Tanner Hayhurst.
Are you thinking of the Yeah, I don't know if
It's Bang Bang. I don't know who sings it.
17:39 left in this second half. We've got a media timeout, so we'll take it to SUU up 12 on an 8-0 run to start half number 2 on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, and presented by Intermountain Health.
Retro Fitness, the official partner of SUU Athletics, is the largest premium health club in Cedar City. Retro Fitness offers a full range of services, including functional fitness training, group fitness classes, hot yoga, personal training, saunas, tanning, a smoothie bar, and the best kids club around. Mention this ad for a free 3-day trial pass. Go retro at Retro Fitness, 929 South Main Street in Cedar City, or visit them online at retrofitness.com.
In our 150th year of service, everywhere you look, Zions Bank people are ready to work hard for you.
We're here and ready to go.
Wherever you are, we're right there with you. We will help make it simple and easier.
We have all the big bank services delivered locally.
Isn't it time to see how 150 years of experience can work for you?
Zions Bank.
We are here to help right now.
We want to serve you.
Now more than ever, Zions Bank is for you.
The second half is brought to you by Safari Hospitality, proud supporter of Southern Utah basketball. With hotels like the Courtyard Marriott, the Hampton Inn, and the Spring Hill Suites, you'll find comfort and quality just minutes away from campus. Thanks to Safari Hospitality for supporting Thunderbird basketball. SUU on an 8-0 run to start the second half. Tanner Hayhurst just hit his 5th 3 of the night, including the last 2 games, and tonight he has hit 10 of his last 14 from three-point range.
I mean, SU is known for their aviation program, and Tanner Hayhurst must be enrolled the way he can strike from distance.
50-38, SUU leads. Utah Tech with the ball. Student section making some noise. Holt dribbles right, fights through the defense, then dishes off to Potter at the free throw line, backs in on Burdick. Shot clock down to 10. He turns and decides not to shoot, kicks it back outside instead to Barrett. Dribbles right side, down into the right post, turns and chucks it up over Cottrell, who can't believe he's whistled for the foul. Cottrell didn't have arms straight up, but he held his position, and Barrett turned into him to create the contact. Barrett at the free throw line, an 89.5% free throw shooter, but he's only attempted 19 free throws. That's number 20, and it's a swish.
Makes me think of my favorite radio call I've ever heard from a 3A football game. I don't know. And that was it.
That was it.
Followed by like a minute and a half of silence. It was epic.
Barrett has 1 point, make it 2. He swishes them both. 17 points the last time, or no, just 5 points the last time out against Abilene Christian. Thunderbird lead is 10. Duval to Farrow, lobs inside for Burdick, tipped away, but Burdick chases it down, kicks up top to Hayhurst on the right wing. Tanner looks for space, can't find it, and gives to Cottrell to Duval, free throw line. Backs out, then stops, pops, and it rattles out. Rebound Potter of Utah Tech. 50-40, Southern Utah leads. Holt crosses over to the hole and lays it in with the left hand. He's so long at 6'7", just gets up high and lays it in to make it an 8-point game.
A very trendy 6'7".
Hayhurst, or Farrow rather, on the right wing, dribbles around the top, bounces, to Duval. Fakes a shot, then gets inside to a wide open Burdick for the two-handed flush. Thunderbirds back up by 10.
That man, the Birdman.
As Duval penetrated, double team, 2 defenders sucked in on Duval. That left Burdick all by himself. Potter backs in, turnaround skyhook again. Burdick, great defense, missed off the back iron. Farrell, the Thunderbird board. Duval to the top of the key. Dribbles right, hesitates, then pushes in, tries to scoop up and under on a reverse and misses short. Utah Tech rebound. Holt Dribbles to his right, then back to his left. Potter sets the screen, then to Belonga. Farrow deflects a pass across the top, out of bounds, back court on the sideline. At 15:26 left in this second half, Thunderbirds lead by 10, 52-42. Hayhurst a new career high, 21. Burdick with 10. And the Thunderbirds lead by 10. On Thunder 91, brought to you by Ben Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, and presented by Intermountain Health.
When it comes to smiles, Thunderbird fans know who to trust: Webster Orthodontics, the preferred orthodontist of SUU Athletics. They're the reason Thor the Thunderbird has that beautiful game day grin, and they can do the same for you. Whether it's braces or Invisalign, Webster Ortho provides personalized care and outstanding results, proudly supporting SUU Athletics and our community. Visit WebsterSmiles.com today to schedule your consultation. Webster Orthodontics, show off that Thunderbird smile. Ernie's is more than just a gas stop. It's your one-stop spot for fuel, fresh food, and friendly service. With locations across southern Utah, including one right here in Cedar City, Ernie's makes it easy to fill up and fuel up. Don't forget, Ernie's is home of the world-famous chicken strips, a local favorite that keeps fans coming back. Proudly supporting SUU Athletics and proudly serving our community. Stop by Ernie's in Cedar City today.
Looking to sharpen your skills and become a true sales professional? Check out the SUU Professional Sales Program, helping students and future leaders build confidence and close deals. SUU Professional Sales, where careers in sales begin. Other scores tonight from WAC basketball. Southern Utah, of course, up by 10 on Utah Tech with 15:28 left to play. California Baptist leads Tarleton State with just a few minutes left in the first half, 33-25. And Utah Valley beat Abilene Christian 74-67. On the women's side, Utah Tech 83-66 over Southern Utah earlier today. California Baptist beat Tarleton State 76-67, and Abilene Christian squeaked out a win over Utah Valley 58-57. Here in the America First Event Center, Southern Utah up by 10. They've outscored Utah Tech 10-4 so far here in the second half.
What do you do if you're the selection committee for March Madness? Utah Valley, top of the WAC, probably won't be able to play in WAC Vegas, but still could make the tournament.
And with 22 wins at least, because they just picked up their 22nd win tonight. A drive and a layup and in. Belonga with his second bucket of the night, 52-44. Southern Utah leads. Abelar to Jones on the left wing. Jones just one shot attempt tonight. The defense has been keying in on preventing him from getting any shots off.
And they've got Domingos in there now, too.
Domingos back in. Cottrell from three, rattles out, but an offensive board. Farrow put back. He's fouled and he misses, just barely. Belonga picks up his third.
He's still favoring that left ankle, isn't he? It's a little tender.
Domingos?
Yes.
He started his career at Tarleton State, or no, at New Mexico Junior College, then UT Arlington, then Tarleton State. This is his third WAC team that he's played for. Farrow at the line, an 87% shooter, and hits the first. 9 rebounds for Jaden Farrow. Has 7 points and another free throw on the way. Utah Tech student section on that side of the arena makes some noise, but doesn't do it enough to distract Farrow, and he puts the Thunderbirds back up by 10. 54-44, under 15 minutes to play. Holt fakes right, goes left, hangs through the lane. Cottrell fades away to avoid the foul defensively, and Holt knocks it down. Boy, Holt averaging 11 points a game, but tonight has 20 on 8 of 12 from the floor. Abelar dribbles left, fires to Farrow in the left corner, fights through a lot of contact, and then tips the ball back out to Abelar. Again to Farrow, free throw line, left open, and knocks it down, right elbow. Rattled that in to put Thunderbirds back up by 10. Holt with 20. Hayhurst leads all scorers with 21 for Southern Utah. Abelar, Hayhurst, Cottrell, Farrow, and Jones on the floor. Right wing Davis looking for something. Left wing. Then they give off, and into the middle goes Toby up off the left side window and gets his first bucket of the night.
It's Domingos creating that space inside, though. That's been the key factor on this run.
Farrow open three, right wing, misses short. Rebound. Jones tips it out to Abelar, who pulls it in away from Davis. Back out to Cottrell, and then Hayhurst on the right wing. Shot clock down to 15 as Cottrell gets double teamed. Off to Farrow, up top. Jones wide open three. No. Had to rush the shot. And the rebound to Utah Tech. Abelar takes it away and is swatted on his shot attempt. And then Cottrell has it, and it's knocked out of his arms into the hands of Trujillo of Utah Tech. Right corner three, well short by Davis, the freshman from Smithfield, Utah, and Skyview High School, who has 19 points in the 2 games against SUU, but Davis has not scored tonight. Southern Utah gets the rebound.
I think that basket is still shaking from that block from Domingos.
Jones dribbles into the middle, draws a double team, dishes off to Cottrell, who's fouled by Holt as he attacks the hoop. Holt's second personal foul.
There's been a lot of contact on both ends of the floor the last couple of possessions. You know, both teams want this win so badly, especially for the Trailblazers, who have never won in this arena.
Trailblazers, 18 wins is the most in their Division I era, which isn't long. It's just they moved to Division I July 1st of 2020. Cottrell misses on the front end, a 74% free throw shooter. Utah Tech was founded in 1911 as St. George Steak Academy.
Wow, that sounds fantastic right now.
Rebranded to Dixie College in 1923. Different kind of steak, though. A steak like pounded into the ground, or if you're a member or familiar with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, steak conference. Cottrell hits the second free throw. Thunderbirds lead by 9, 57-48.
My grandfather's actually a Hall of Famer for Dixie College.
Really?
Yes, he is. Undefeated football team.
Barrett to Belonga, three-pointer, left wing, air ball, and the rebound. Aribi pokes it away from Hayhurst and out of bounds. Southern Utah ball with a 9-point lead, 12:33 to go in the student section.
Belonga was chirping with the ref because he wanted a foul, but nobody touched him. Nobody was within 3 feet of him.
Stevens across the timeline. Southern Utah attacking right to left in this second half from our view. Lobs into Farrow. Double team comes, kicks it back across to Hayhurst on the left wing. His pass inside. He was looking for Stevens. It's deflected out of bounds by Toby. Southern Utah ball with 13 on the shot clock. Toby is Samuel Aribi from Lagos, Nigeria. Thunderbirds inbound to Stevens. Open three, top of the key, takes it, misses off the left side. Rebound tipped out, and Thunderbirds have it. Hayhurst off to Jones, dribbles back around to the top. Utah Tech has switched from their man-to-man defense into a zone. Hayhurst sees a lane, takes it, drives in. Floater is blocked and tipped around. Utah Tech has it. Belonga up across the left side to the left wing, right in front of his bench. Dribbles free throw line, hesitates, then kicks it out. Trujillo, right wing three. Yes, it just eases over the rim and in. 57-51, a 6-point Thunderbird lead.
First three since half one.
SUU, no field goals in its last 2.5 minutes. They're 0 for their last 4. Stevens dribbles left. Trujillo, a little too tight defensively. Called for the foul, and that takes us to the under 12 media timeout with SUU leading 57-51. A fourth team foul against Utah Tech. Southern Utah with just one team foul. And again, that 6-point lead. With 11:30 left to play from the America First Event Center on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, and presented by
Intermountain Health.
When it comes to smiles, Thunderbird fans know who to trust: Webster Orthodontics, the preferred orthodontist of SUU Athletics. They're the reason Thor the Thunderbird has that beautiful game day grin, and they can do the same for you. Whether it's braces or Invisalign, Webster Ortho provides personalized care and outstanding results, proudly supporting SUU Athletics and our community. Visit webstersmiles.com today to schedule your consultation. Webster Orthodontics. Show off that Thunderbird smile. Ernie's is more than just a gas stop. It's your one-stop spot for fuel, fresh food, and friendly service. With locations across southern Utah, including one right here in Cedar City, Ernie's makes it easy to fill up and fuel up. Don't forget, Ernie's is home of the world-famous chicken strips, a local favorite that keeps fans coming back. Proudly supporting SUU athletics and proudly serving our community. Stop by Ernie's in Cedar City today.
57-51, Thunderbirds lead with 11.5 left to go, and when it comes to world-famous chicken strips, there's only one place, Ernie's. Proudly local and proudly supporting SUU athletics, Ernie's is the go-to spot for a great meal. Drop in today and taste why everyone loves Ernie's chicken strips. Thunderbirds with a 6-point lead. Preston, what stands out to you?
I think fast break right now. They use Domingos to create a lot of those opportunities, but 13 fast break points right now to the Thunderbirds 5. It's really been the Thunderbirds controlling pace of play.
Yeah.
But recently it's been the Trailblazers who have just lit it up, and they're running now. They are fighting from behind, back against the wall type mentality, and there's still 11 minutes left.
Well, they scored 15 or 11 of their first 15 points were fast break points for Utah Tech. Duval sees a lane, drives, and is pushed down to the baseline. A lot of help from some individuals as he runs into one of the facilities crew and a cameraman, and Duval earns a trip to the free throw line. But I was saying, Utah Tech, again, 11 of their first 15 points were on fast break points. They've only scored 2 points on fast break since that time. Southern Utah has adjusted and slowed down the fast break. Duval hits the first free throw. A 3-time WAC Newcomer of the Week, Elijah Duval, averaging 14.5 points per game. Had 28 points the last time these teams met, including 11 of 15 from the free throw line. Also had 8 assists in that game. Has 3 assists tonight, hits both free throws, and has 10 points. He's in double digits. 59-51, Southern Utah leads by 8. Just over 11 minutes left to go. Belonga drives in, dishes off. Potter back outside to Holt. Right wing 3, buries it. No trouble for Holt. A 42% three-point shooter makes it a 5-point Thunderbird lead.
I think that was a little bit of defensive miscommunication. I believe that would have been Stevens' guy, but he kind of trailed inside. 2
point guards out there for Southern Utah with Stevens and Duval. Hayhurst, Farrow, and Burdick. Duval open 3, left wing, just misses. Farrow had the rebound, but it's slapped away from him and out of bounds. And Thunderbird ball on the baseline. 59-54, SUU leads, 10:47 left to play. SUU 0-2 against this Utah Tech team this year, and they've lost 3 in a row against the Trailblazers. Duval dribbling left, stops, goes back right, misses, got his own rebound and puts it in. The elevation on his rebound, he just puts it right back up and in. Belonga through the lane, swatted by Kai Burdick. Farrow the rebound. Burdick saw that coming. That almost looked too easy. Farrow on the right wing. Thunderbirds up by a 7, 61-54. Stevens bounces to Farrow on the right wing. Sees a lane, goes to the hole, scoops up and under, misses. Burdick the offensive board, dish off to Farrow, easy 2. Burdick with the offensive board and the dish.
Dr. Dish? Kai?
The Rain Man dishing off, 63-54, Thunderbirds lead by 9. Holt tries to answer, fades. He got all the way down to the right baseline on the block and then spun and faded away, missed short, but drew the foul. Jaden Farrow whistled for it.
He missed a push-off, too.
I didn't see the foul.
Yeah, that's an offensive foul, if anything.
Farrow, on the replay, we could see up on the big board here at the American First Event Center, there's no way Farrow made contact unless it was with a leg or a foot. But Holt at the free throw line regardless, swishes the first. He's having a great night, 23 points to make it 24 with that free throw.
Both teams only have 2 bench points. It's been all starters.
His season high, 24. That's tonight. His previous season high was 21, make it 25 as he hits the second free throw as well. 63-56, Thunderbird lead is 7. Hayhurst with it. This zone defense by Utah Tech has shifted how Southern Utah. Oh my goodness! The pass from Farrow to Duval driving down the lane. He goes up with a sky one-handed hammer. 65-56, Southern Utah leads. That gets the crowd making some noise.
Ryan, that was nefarious.
Potter dribbles baseline all the way under the hoop, then turns and misses short. He has not hit a shot in the second half. They've all been short. Stevens to Duval on the right wing. Duval, 12, make it 15 points tonight. Shot clock down to 10 as Duval dribbles right. Wanted the three, instead gives to Burdick. 5, turns sky hook and misses. Farrell the offensive board, and he is hit from both sides. From behind by Trujillo, from the front by Barrett, or by Davis rather.
Ryan, I'm still in awe. That was one of the, he's had 2 of those now.
Here it is on
slammers.
The replay. Potter got up there and got posterized by Duval. Fresh shot clock for Southern Utah. Stevens looking for space. He is pulled forward and they call a travel. Davis grabbed his arm and pulled him off balance, and the whistle is for a turnover. So Southern Utah turns it over for just the 7th time tonight. 65-56, a 9-point Southern Utah lead with 8:15 to go. Duval reaches in looking for a steal on Holt and picks up his, that may be his 4th. Did you ever play NBA Jam, that old arcade game? You probably didn't play it.
I have, actually. One of my best friends has it in his house.
That dunk by Duval looked like something out of NBA Jam. That did not look real.
The Blake Griffin NBA Jam.
Holt step back 3, splashes it in. Holt with 28. And he's almost single-handedly keeping Utah Tech in at a 6-point Southern Utah lead. Holt's season high was 21. Thunderbirds bounce inside. Farrow, nice pass from Stevens, and Farrow floats it in with the right hand. 67-59, SUU leads. Inside to the big man, Domingos. Burdick reaches in to try and slow him down. Domingos backs in, strong move up with the left, short. Rebound Farrow, and he's undercut by Trujillo. That's the second foul on Trujillo that to me looks not basketball play. Trujillo getting extra physical and what looks to me like a little bit dirty. Takes us to under 8 media timeout with 7:31 to go. The Thunderbirds lead by 8 on Thunder 91. Brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Launch your career with SUU's professional sales program. Stand out in today's job market with hands-on experience and real-world results. Learn to sell yourself, your ideas, and your business. Master sales, management, and entrepreneurship. Connect with industry leaders through competitions, networking, and internships. Land high-paying careers after graduation. Whether starting your own business or climbing the corporate ladder, sales skills are your secret weapon. Partner with SUU. Hire the best. Be the best on campus at Southern Utah University.
Southern Utah University football fans, this one's for you. With 3 convenient Iron County locations and over 20,000 5-star reviews, Burt Brothers is your hometown team for auto care. From unbeatable tire deals to trusted service packages, we've got you covered start to finish. Because at Burt Brothers, there's only one promise: we do it better.
Burt Brothers does it better.
Craving sushi or ramen? Kabuto in Cedar City has you covered with fresh flavors and unbeatable student specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Head in and get Kabuto, your go-to for sushi, ramen, and more. 67-59, Thunderbirds, Tanner Hayhurst, a new career high. They've got 4 players in double figures, 67 points on the board with 7:31 left to go. And a new career high for Jashawn Holt as well. His previous career high was 21. That came just about a month ago, the 21st of January against California Baptist. Tonight, Holt with 28, and he's been efficient. 10 of 14 from the floor, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, couple rebounds as well. Look at the second chance points, Preston. Do you see that real quick?
0 second chance points for the Trailblazers. 17 for the Thunderbirds. That's a big number.
Southern Utah up by 8, and Jaden Farrow to the free throw line. This is a 1-and-1. He was fouled on a rebound, and he swishes the first. Farrow, an 87% free throw shooter, has quietly worked his way. Quietly because I feel like I haven't said his name enough offensively, but he's got 15 points. 5 of 9 from the floor and 6 of 7 from the free throw line as he hits them both. Southern Utah leads again by 10.
He's got 13 in the half.
Potter at the top of the key. To Barrett, tries to pass across the lane. Farrow Hayhurst deflects it and then saves it to a teammate. Southern Utah ball. 9th turnover of the game for Utah Tech. Burdick to Hayhurst. Stevens, Farrow, and Abelar in there as well. Hayhurst gets into the paint and then has to kick it back outside to Stevens. He tries to drive through the lane. Barrett all over him. Little bear hug by Barrett defensively and a late whistle, but it did finally come.
Yeah, I was a little worried they weren't going to call it. They've let a lot of contact go tonight, but that one was a nice big old squeeze.
Southern Utah 5-10 in the WAC. Utah Tech 11-5 coming into tonight, and Stevens misses on the front end. Still has not scored. 0 for 4 from the floor, 0 for 2 from 3, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Utah Tech, a win tonight would keep them almost on pace with Utah Valley for that #1 spot in the WAC. They would be half a game behind if they can come from behind and win, but Southern Utah's Logan Stevens hits the second free throw, and with 6:52 left to go, SUU leads by 11.
5 total bench points scored in this game.
Holt dribbles to his left, follows a screen, loses the dribble. He may have thought he was bumped or something of that nature, but Southern Utah comes up with it. Into Cottrell, down on the left block. Bounces in, and Hayhurst pulls it away from the D, floats it up with the right hand. Hayhurst with 23.
What a thread the needle pass from Cottrell. That was beautifully placed.
15th assist of the game for Southern Utah. Cottrell's second. Hayhurst 7 of 10 shooting. Potter through the lane, loses his footing. Southern Utah comes up with it, but Davis pokes it away from Cottrell out of bounds, off Cottrell. Utah Tech basketball. And that, for Potter, he just stepped on Kai Burdick's foot as he tried to shuffle through the lane, and he went down. Inbound to Belongo with 14 on the shot clock. Farrow reaches in, commits the foul. That's a Southern Utah's 4th team foul with 6:09 left to play and a 72-59 Thunderbird lead. First time these teams met on December 29th. Southern Utah had a 10-point lead early at Utah Tech, but ended up losing that game. Pass through the lane, Belonga looking for Potter, and Stevens knocks that away out of bounds. It's called out off of SUU, but Stevens says, no, let's see the replay. That's not off me.
I thought it was. Oh, no, he's right.
It was not. He's absolutely right. Looking at the replay up on the big board, he deflected it, and then it went off of Potter's hand is what it looked like on the replay. They'll do an official review. But let's go back to the 2 times these teams have met, Preston. First game of the WAC for both teams, and Utah Tech won 80-66. The last time they met, January 24th, was an offensive showcase, and Utah Tech won in regulation 102-91.
Looked like an NBA All-Star game. What's defense?
Right.
Not sure. Couldn't tell you.
You mentioned it in the pregame show. This is the best 2 teams offensively in the WAC against the worst 2 teams defensively in the WAC, and that was on display the last time they met. 102-91 was the final. Utah Tech with the win. And tonight, Southern Utah's offense has looked like the #1 offensive team in the WAC.
I mean, they can get buckets. And Coach Jeter talked in our little pregame interview, offense is not the problem for this team. They can score. He said they could be a little more efficient. They've been pretty efficient tonight, 45% from the floor, 27% from three-point land, but let's be honest, it's all Tanner Hayhurst from three-point land. Jaden Farrell's hit 1. But it's the defensive side of the ball. If they can get the ball stopped, they're effective.
The call overturned. Southern Utah basketball. Good call from Logan Stevens to say, I was not the last player to touch that ball. Hayhurst 23. Farrow has 16. Duval 15. Burdick 10. Those are the 4 in double figures for Southern Utah. 72-59. Hayhurst on the floor along with Farrow, Burdick, Cottrell, and Stevens. Some full court pressure, and Southern Utah passes their way right through it. Stevens dribbles left, double team comes, hands off to Burdick. Dribbles to his right, defense pressures, and he kicks it back outside to Hayhurst with under 8 on the shot clock. 5 shot clock. Farrow dribbles right to Stevens. Long 3 just before the buzzer. Catches iron, nothing else. And Holt with the rebound for Utah Tech. To Trujillo. Quickly up court. Belonga left corner. Jammed his finger as received the pass. And passes it back out to Trujillo, who wanted the 3, but Hayhurst on him. Instead to Potter, who had 9 points in the first half, has not scored in the second. Belonga recovered from his jammed finger, drives in, then kicks out right side. Trujillo for 3, back iron, and the Stevens with the rebound for Southern Utah. Under 5 minutes to play. Thunderbirds lead by 13, 72-59.
My palms are sweaty, knees weak, and my arms are heavy right now, Ryan.
Something about mom spaghetti?
Yes.
Hayhurst with it at the top of the key. Shot clock already under 10. To Burdick, fakes a hand back to Hayhurst, again to Stevens, free throw line, drives in, scoops it up with a little spin. He gets it to go with the left hand. 74-59, a 15-point Thunderbird lead with 4:23 to go. Davis, Trujillo left corner 3, buries it, rattles in. Trujillo having a nice night, has 13. Makes it a 12-point Thunderbird lead with 4:05 left to go. 3 players set to check in as Stevens tries to pass to Cottrell. Davis dives across him, took both of them to the ground. Davis and Cottrell both go down, and they say no foul, just a turnover.
Interesting.
What was the 3A football quote you had earlier?
I don't know.
Under 4 minutes to play. Trujillo, correction, has 16 points after that last 3-point basket. His season high, scored 24 just the last time out. Holt filling the hot hand heat check from the left corner, misses just short. Rebound, Southern Utah's Duval. 12-point Thunderbird lead, and they will take all the time they can. Duval, as a freshman, recognizes that. Dribbles out near the logo. Utah Tech in a man-to-man defense. Shot clock down to 10. Duval puts the play into action. Dribbles right, then back left. Free throw line through the key. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Dribbles right again. And into traffic, lost it. First turnover of the night. Make it second for Duval. Holt pushes, tries to go up and under on reverse against Farrow. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Toby almost had it for Utah Tech, but Southern Utah comes up with it with 3 minutes to play. 12-point Thunderbird lead. And even if they just don't score, but eat up 30 seconds of of clock time on their next 3 possessions, that will just about do it. Hayhurst on the left wing. Burdick sets a screen, double team there. Tanner dribbles down to the left baseline, poked away, gets it back, fades and hits from the left baseline. Somehow spun around. Hayhurst with 25.
I think the Cougars miss him.
They would be after tonight. Trujillo, though, with a quick answer. And Weber State probably missing him. He's got 19 tonight after that 3. It's an 11-point Thunderbird lead with 2:18 to go. Duval dribbles left and gives to Cottrell. Duval, backdoor cut, wide open, missed the shot, but he's fouled by Barrett, the junior from Rigby, Idaho, on the help defense. Takes us to the under 4 media timeout with 2:08 left to play. SUU leads by 11, 76-65 on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth. We'll be right back, presented by Intermountain Health.
Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a staple on Main Street in downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Cedar has grown a lot since then, but we are still your hometown jeweler. Our commitment to our customers remains the same, to help you find pieces you will love for years to come. Whether you're looking for an engagement ring, wedding band, or fashion piece, we'd love the opportunity to help you find your piece. Find us at 83 North Main Street in Cedar City and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Clark & Linford Jewelers, still your hometown jeweler, where SUU.
SUU leads Utah Tech 76-65 with 2:08 left to play. Firehouse Subs is proud to support our local first responders and proud to be a sponsor of SUU Athletics. Stop by today for a hook and ladder sub. It's piled high and served hot. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives at Firehouse. Thunderbirds trailed early, but went on a run. They slowed down Utah Tech's fast break, and they took a lead with 5 minutes left in the first half. The lead has changed a time or two since then, but they've slowly built that lead out, and they are in control.
5 lead changes.
Elijah Duval at the free throw line. Duval, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and he has controlled the ball better tonight. Just 2 turnovers so far. Misses the front end. Short. Could make it a 12-point game if he hits this second free throw. Duval, Farrow, Hayhurst, Cottrell, and Burdick on the floor, and it rattles out. Burdick fights for the board, but Potter gets to it first for Utah Tech. An 11-point Southern Utah lead. Holt to the left wing. Hayhurst defending. Screen. Holt dribbles right into the middle, then backs out to the right wing. Can't find anything. Dishes to Trujillo on the left wing. Pressure high by Tanner Hayhurst. Trujillo skips it across. Shot clock under 10. Right wing. Barrett drives in. Right baseline. Misses short. Rebound tipped, and Burdick chases it down. Dribbles across midcourt. Thunderbirds a 3-on-1. Duval, easy pass to Farrow for the easy lay-in. 78-65. Thunderbirds up 13.
I would have liked to see a kiss off the glass.
Trujillo from way outside, about 28 feet, rims around and out. Farrow the rebound for Southern Utah. With 1:20 to go, the crowd can feel it. SUU's football coach, Delane Fitzgerald, got on his feet to clap, and many others on their feet as well. Southern Utah had not lost to Utah Tech on this floor. They were 5-0 against the Trailblazers, and with 59.9 seconds left to play, they lead by 18. Burdick fouled on his way to the hole, will go to the free throw line.
This is just such an interesting rivalry. I mean, the Thunderbirds have only won 1 time in Burns Arena. Trailblazers never won a game in America First Event Center.
Burdick just a 42% free throw shooter, 5 of 13 after he misses on the front end, back iron. 78-65, Southern Utah up 13 with 59.9 to go. And some substitutions. Preston Vandermeide into the game for the first time. Cedar City native Dallin Grant also in there. Won a state title with the Cedar Reds in 2021. Burdick can't get the second free throw to go either. That would have tied his career high had he hit it. He's got 10 tonight. Rebound to Utah Tech. Holt down to the left corner. Finds some room, drives right side, puts the shot up and missed badly to get it over Burdick's outstretched blocking fingertips. Southern Utah with the rebound, and with 36 seconds to go, they'll just eat up the clock.
Hayhurst told the crowd, get up.
Fans know it now, thanks to Hayhurst. He says, hey, there's no way now, guys. Let's hear it. Stevens with it on the right wing. Shot clock down to 5. Dishes off. Rain Man Burdick for 3. Hits it. Kai Burdick with a new career high. Puts Thunderbirds up 81-65. Holt dribbles left as time runs down. He misses off the left side. Put back Ethan Potter, no, but Toby, yes, to make a final score of 81-67. Stevens will dribble it out with some waving to the fans, and Southern Utah takes down Utah Tech 81-67, the final score.
The Rain Man, he's only missed one shot from beyond the arc.
Kai Burdick 2 for 3 from outside this season, and an exclamation point triple from the Rain Man to give us our final 81-67. Southern Utah with the win over Utah Tech. SUU now 6-10. Utah Tech dips to 11-6 in the WAC. And SUU with its 10th win of the season, Preston.
Finally hit the 10-win benchmark. It's been a long time coming.
Cafe Sabor post-game show coming up. We'll expect to talk with one of those Southern Utah victors tonight on our post-game show. One of the players to come up and join us for the post-game show. In the meantime, stay tuned. We'll give you some final stats and highlights. Bullock Drug play of the game, player of the game, Pioneer Floor play of the game. When we return from Thunderbird basketball from Thunder 91, again our final 81-67, SUU with the win, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, and presented by Intermountain Health.
Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a staple on Main Street in downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Cedar has grown a lot since then, but we are still your hometown jeweler. Our commitment to our customers remains the same, to help you find pieces you will love for years to come. Whether you're looking for an engagement ring, wedding band, or fashion piece, we'd love the opportunity to help you find your piece. Find us at 83 North Main Street in Cedar City and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Clark & Linford Jewelers, still your hometown jeweler, where SUU gets engaged.
Bullock strives to be the very best in serving you in Cedar City, offering fashion, decor, and kids items, as well as a fun old-fashioned soda fountain and pharmacy. We are a place where you can come enjoy unique shopping, a fun atmosphere, and quality service from all of our 4 stores on Main Street. Bring the family, grab a treat, and find that perfect gift. Enjoy your shopping experience with us. Bullock's, 91 North Main in historic downtown Cedar City.
Kabuto's, St. George #1 sushi and ramen bar. Student specials available Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure and give them a follow on social media at Kabuto Utah for weekly giveaways and local events.
Congratulations to our... Tonight's post-game show brought to you by Cafe Sabor, proud supporter of Southern Utah Athletics. Join us at Cafe Sabor in Cedar City for the Thunderbird Coaches Show, where you'll hear from coaches across Southern Utah Athletics while enjoying great food and conversation. Keep an eye on Southern Utah Athletics social media for showtimes at Cafe Sabor. Joining us on the post-game show is Logan Stevens. What a win tonight. Logan, victory, a statement win tonight from Southern Utah.
Yes, sir. We came back from our last road trip. We weren't satisfied. We had a bad trip. Went 1-2. We thought we should have swept. Came back to Cedar City. We had a week to prepare. Knew it would be a big game. Just try to lock in as much as we could.
As a team, 3 losses on that road, or 2 losses on the road trip. You had a great performance, your career high this last time out.
Yes, sir.
20 points. How did that go for you? What were you feeling? What were you seeing?
I started the game. I had sort of a not really designed play. It went off of Pharaoh's foot, and I sort of just got to the rim. And after that, it sort of just opened up for me. I was able to get to the line, knock down a couple free throws, and then the rest just kept flowing.
You've had a lot of big moments, and tonight, you didn't hit that 20-point mark like I'm sure you would have liked to, but you got on the glass, you passed the ball around. Coach Jeter said in our interview pre-game that he wanted you to work on passing the ball around a little more. Was that a big factor? Was that like a key point you wanted to work on coming into this game?
Honestly, no. My shots weren't falling, so I was just trying to impact the game any way I could, help us come away with the win, and ended up working that way.
4 assists tonight for Logan Stevens, so that helped you win for sure. With Utah Tech, a lot of folks around the university, consider this a big rivalry. What's that like for you as a player?
It means everything, protecting home court, doing what we could for our fans. We had a nice turnout today for this game. Just trying to help them and help the program get a win.
Did you, I'm sure Coach Jeter talked about it, but they've never won on this court. Was that like a big emphasis for you guys, like defend home court at all costs kind of a thing, or what was the mentality coming in?
Lorenzo, he's a great leader for us. He came in pregame, let us know, for the people that weren't here last year, that they hadn't won on this court. So we did everything we could to, keep that going.
Next up is you get to finish the season with 3 games here on the home floor. Tonight, the win over Utah Tech. Next Thursday, Utah Valley. That's a team you already beat at home once, right? How good are they? What do they do so well?
They play really well as a team. Together, Utah Tech, they only had a couple people going. The majority of the points went to them.
Yeah.
Valley's a little more spread out, more inside out. We'll go back to the drawing board, look at what we got to do in order to complete the sweep.
Defense tonight, 67 points. Does Coach have hey, we got to hold these guys under 70, or is there a goal, knowing that your offense has been so good all season long?
Yeah, definitely. The road trip, we didn't bring our defense, didn't carry over with us. So being back at home, we wanted to make a statement and make sure that we kept them under 70, and we usually win that way.
I want to get a live reaction from you. I want to get an out of 10. I want to get an out of 10 on this. I'm going to replay the Slamma Jamma from Duval. I just want your thoughts.
Noise. That's Noise, man. He's big time.
He's had a couple of those, right?
We already know when he puts his head down and gets that gather dribble, anything can happen.
What's practice like between you guys? Is it all-star game level stuff, or what are you guys doing in practice?
Man, they call us the
I saw you getting up on the rim in pregame, too. Don't think I didn't see it.
Man, I ain't got nothing on job. I try to do what I can, but we definitely have our battles for sure.
Logan, anything else you want to touch on?
Man, go Birds. I know we saw Kai hit that 3 at the end. Get him back on the board that way. Let's keep it going.
He's only missed 1 3-point shot this season.
He has. One of the best shooters in the country.
He's the greatest.
Logan Stevens, thanks so much. Congrats on the win tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you. This is our Cafe Sabor post-game show, and again, a thank you to Logan Stevens for joining us here on the Cafe Sabor post-game show. It's time for the final score, brought to you by Rally Stop. Whether you need to fuel up your tank, grab a snack, or stock up on drinks for the road, Rally Stop convenience stores have you covered across Southern Utah. Rally Stop, your final stop before the road ahead. 81-67. Southern Utah led at the half, 42-38. They went on an 8-0 run to start that second half, and they never trailed again after they took a lead late in the first half.
Yeah, they outscored the Trailblazers by 10 in half number 2, and just really, like he said, defend home court at all costs.
Stevens tonight, just 1 of 6 from the floor, but it was interesting. He recognized, he said, my shot wasn't falling, so I just tried to be impactful, and he did that in a big way. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, took care of the ball well, had just 3 points, but those 4 assists, that was huge.
Yeah, tied a team high, 4 assists.
So that's your final score, brought to you by Rally Stop, 81-67. Now time for our player of the game, sponsored by Bullock Drug. More than just a pharmacy, Bullock's is your downtown stop for handcrafted sodas, old-fashioned candy, and all your prescription needs. Bullock Drug, a Cedar City tradition and proud partner of SUU Athletics. 4 Thunderbirds in double figures tonight. Farrell goes for 18 points and 14 rebounds. He had the assist on that dunk by, I noticed Logan called him Elijah Duval. That was Farrell on the assist. Burdick goes for a career-high 13 points, 7 rebounds. Duval 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Hayhurst 25 points, 4 rebounds. You could give it to any one of those 4, and I would support you 100%. Who's your Bullock Drug player of the game?
We got to give it to Tanner Hayhurst, man. I mean, he lit it up from beyond the arc all night. He was like the thriving factor for the Thunderbirds. We got to give it to him. 25 big ones for him. Great minutes, great production.
Hayhurst, the production you mentioned, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 8 of 11 from the floor, 5 of 8 from three-point range. So going back the last 3 games, Tanner Hayhurst is 10 of 14 from three-point range. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. I take that any day of the week.
Hayhurst, the Bullock Drug player of the game. And now your Pioneer Floor Coverings play of the game, brought to you by Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design Center. Just like SUU, Pioneers built for quality, built on quality and performance. Visit their Sage Drive location in Cedar City for incredible flooring, unique design options, and unbeatable service. Pioneer Floor Coverings, proud to cover every step of your home. Now, all due respect to Kai Burdick, he hit the 3. He had that jam in the first half.
Nasty.
At 9:26 left, that brought the Thunderbirds to within 4 at 24-20, and that was huge. If he goes up soft on that, he gets stuffed.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
He went up hard with one hand, slammed it home, had 2 dunks tonight, and that 3-point, a new career high of 13 points. But boy, when somebody like Duval has a jam like that,
unquestionable.
Right.
I thought maybe this would be Kai's night. Kai is my guy. I've been saying he's got that dog in him all season long. He's absolutely great. 2 great highlights tonight, but you're absolutely right. The play of the game has got to be the guy who doesn't know he's in Iron County, Utah. He thinks he's in Duval County, Florida. Elijah Duval, slamma-jamma. He's got to play the game.
That happened with about 9.5 minutes left in the second half. Thunderbirds they had a 63-56 lead. Utah Tech was battling, pushing, trying to get back into it, and then Duval cuts down the lane. Farrell finds him, and he goes up Vince Carter style. That's going old back a little ways, but boy, he went up high and flushed it home hard with one hand.
Check the Instagram right after. Go on YouTube. Us telling you does not do it justice. This wasn't just a rise up and dunk. My man had it cocked past 180 degrees and put it on the rim. It's still shaking from that. Incredible.
That put SU up 65-56 at that point. Your Pioneer Floor Coverings play of the game. Solid win for Southern Utah tonight. They finished shooting 54% from the floor in the second half. They go 48% overall, just 29% from 3. But a couple big numbers that made a big difference tonight. 41-24, they out-rebounded Utah Tech. including 15-4 on the offensive glass, Preston, and that led to a huge disparity on second chance points.
17-2 second chance points. Only 9 total bench points scored between the teams, so that's big. And we talked about getting in the paint earlier in the game, that they've got to get some points in the paint. I said it was going to come from Cottrell and from Farrow. You get it from Farrow and Burdick. It works out. They kept Ethan Potter off the glass for the most part. He pulled down 8. I tell you, 2 out of 3 and you win.
Right. 2 out of 3. Thunder 91 keys to the game, and Thunderbirds with the win. Again, Utah Tech scored 11 of their first 15 points were on fast breaks. Then we had a media timeout, and from that point on, about 16 minutes left, they scored 2 fast break points. Thunderbird adjustment was big on getting back in transition. Yeah, 7 steals, 9 fast break points. Great coaching tonight. SUU with the win, 81-67. So Southern Utah improves to 6-10, and they get a little less than a week before they host Utah Valley next Thursday night, and then they'll host California Baptist a week from tonight to wrap up the regular season. And then WAC tournament is March 11th through the 14th in Las Vegas. And the top team gets a bye, and then 1 or 2 will play 7, right? 3 versus 6, et cetera, et cetera. Thunderbirds with the win tonight. Kind of not lock themselves in, but move themselves into a lone in 5th place, just behind UT Arlington and just ahead of Tarleton State. Utah Tech was led tonight, a new career high from Jashawn Holt. He goes for 28 points on 10 of 18 from the floor. And Chance Trujillo, a big night as well, had 19 points on 6 of 11 from the floor and 5 of 8 from 3. But not nearly enough, as, again, 4 Thunderbirds scoring double figures. Tanner Hayhurst, a new career high, 25. Farrow with 18 and 14 rebounds, 15 points from Elijah Duvall, and Kai Burdick with a new career high of 13. Final thoughts, Preston?
One word. Wow. Watch out, WAC. Thunderbirds are coming.
This broadcast has been authorized under rights granted by Southern Utah University to Van Wagner. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner and Southern Utah University Athletics. Executive producer of SUU basketball broadcasts is Funaki Assisi. Special thanks to the SUU Athletic Office, Regan Hunsaker, and stream operator Rob Birdsey. And thanks to Gabe Equinto for being here tonight as well. Studio operations by Van Wagner and the SUU Communications Department, and Savannah Hales back at Thunder 91. Thank you for being there tonight. For Preston Ferry, I'm Ryan Steinecker. Tune in again when the Thunderbirds host Utah Valley next Thursday night. Our pregame tips off at 6 o'clock, the penultimate game of the WAC season on Thursday night when Southern Utah hosts Utah Valley. We'll see you then. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.